Oh, you got... I got sick the other week. So I hope it's not too bad for you. I still don't know what this says. It's probably something about... it's probably something catastrophic, like would you like to format your save files before getting going? No, this isn't too bad. Okay, now we're starting from scratch again. You know, when I'm... Because I do upload these on YouTube, you know, when I'm done. So I'll probably just start from this point. So for YouTube people, I was muted for like half an hour during this whole section, but it's no big deal. No big deal. Pass it on halfway across the world. Ugh. Gross. Well, hope you got drugs. Alright, so Act 1 Beyond. We left off right in front of Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals. So asked by his ex-wife Lorraine to look for her husband Kinzo Hojo, Jonathan returns to Beyond, where he obtains Ed's help and begins his investigation. The 4 capsules he got from Lorraine turn out to be ordinary products from Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals. He and Ed head to Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals, Hojo's place of employment. There they look for clues to Hojo's whereabouts. Alright. And so I was saying before, I did get the mouse working. I could not find a way to bind the start button to any of the mouse buttons though. But the Mister's set up to work well with a mouse and keyboard. So, because it's, I mean, clearly this is a type of game that works much better using the mouse. No one likes, you know, getting the D-pad going and having to do like this shit when you could just, you know, especially when it comes to shooting sections. And when I was looking around trying to get the mouse working, it seems like there's only 4 shooting sections in the game, excluding the training modes. So it's not a huge deal, but just a good quality of life thing for any kind of, you know, visual novel type game. Alright, so before, when I was completely muted, and that's the good thing about having a camera on, is that I could have just moved forward and said, hey, you want to know what I was saying? Just try reading my lips for half an hour. Anyway, it's a lot of mundane details out here about, you know, even, you can click on so many things in this game. It's a lamppost, right? The type of lamp has a built-in light sensor with an automatic shut-off. All energy on Beyond is conserved wherever possible. Nothing goes to waste. But yeah, I'm thinking this is probably going to be a 4-stream game just because there's so much word in it. So much word. Being point-and-click game with a controller. It's not that bad. But yeah, I do not see how you can get the 550 points needed to do your thing with Meryl using the controller. We got past the first shooting section, the actual shooting in the game, using a controller, and it wasn't that bad at all. Hey, Midnight Pearl. Funny looking building. It's like some kind of palace or something. I've seen this design before in ancient Japanese architecture. This is Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals R&D building here. Alright, we're just gonna go in. Must be the front entrance. Hey, it's open, let's go. I think... Let's see, there's some nice tiles. Must take a lot of work keeping them so clean. They're probably the type that are made with fibrous activated charcoal. You can smell it if you get close enough. They'll also be coated with this chemical that keeps birds and other animals away. It's patented by Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals, actually. They use it on all building materials on Beyond. Too bad for them, doesn't work on us. Smell it. Smell the charcoal, but no chemical. Apparently humans can't register the smell. You smell something else. Corporate malfeasance. There's so much useless information in this game. 20 stream streak? Holy jeez.
ここは徳川製薬の研究開発ビルだ。関係者以外の立ち入りは禁止になっているんだ。悪いが、お引き取り願おうか。
Thank you for always checking me out. Just gotta keep an eye on the security camera. Surveillance camera? Lately, companies and whatnot have started monitoring surveillance feeds through computer instead. Hey, what do you think you're doing? What do you guys want? Must be a security guard here. He's a little short, but he's well built. He looks like the kind of guy who's done a martial art before. Just one. What do you guys want? I'm just looking around. Looks like a research lab. It says DDS on the glass. Look, this isn't a museum. Yeah, the only thing missing on the mouse is this. This section here where you can go back and... It's just an encyclopedia, really. But I think I found out in the last stream, we don't really need to go through all this crap, because it'll be brought up in normal conversation anyway. Like we can ask him specifically about this. Holidays might break all your streaks. I'll still be streaming my same Wednesdays, so on Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, because I got nothing better to do. It does sound a bit GoldenEye-ish. Minus all the pain sounds from me getting shot all the time. Man, they had some goofy looking guys in that game. Look up, what was it? 007 Dwayne? Or not Dwayne Johnson. GoldenEye. It's the... Yeah, that's what it is. 007 Dwayne GoldenEye. The goofiest looking guy. Well, I have, so what I use for the mute is just the scroll lock here. Because it's one of the few buttons on the keyboard that lights up, but I must have been like in the zone. That's like one more thing that I gotta check off before I start streaming. I have a mental checklist. It doesn't always seem to work. Yeah, I don't mute myself too often anyway. Anyway. He's Asian. They say Tokugawa hires mostly Asians. Asians tend to stick together wherever they go. Just look at all the Chinatowns you get on home. Japanese don't need to make an effort to group together on Beyond. They practically run the entire place themselves. You guys don't work for Tokugawa, do you? What are you doing here? He's your typical jock, real straightforward. Want me to call the cops? How would you like that? Probably thinks we're here to steal something. Why don't we tell him why we're here?
BCP のものだが、
BCP?
ここで働いている北条健三のことで話が聞きたい。
Vegeta looking ass.
なんだ BCP か。すまねえな。俺はてっきりライバル会社のスパイかと。なるほど。
儲かりすぎると色々あるんだな。
俺はここの警備兼受付を任されている斉藤ってもんだ。で、どういう要件だ？
Holidays might miss with the weight loss. Yeah, that's just like a couple day thing. Use two things, the concave capacitive mute button on the mic itself. You do have a mic set up and never use it. Nah, I just need to, it's like, what? Once I'm like streaming, life's good. But if I start the stream off muted, I'm not gonna notice until someone tells me that I've been muted. Either that or just look over at OBS and see everything that should be good is grayed out. I always had a mic just because I hate typing things. Especially like right now, my whole setup is janky. I got two keyboards, I got two mice. Just because of the game. God, this guy's left eye is melting down his face. We're asking about Hojo.
この研究所に北条健三という男が勤めてるはずだが。
ああ、確かに北条さんならうちの社員だ。何年も前からこの研究所で働いてる。俺なんかよりもずっと古いさ。
実は北条氏の捜索願いが出てるんだが。
捜索願い？そうか。それじゃあもうオープンなんだ。
ん？今なんて？
いや、会社の方から信用問題になるからしばらく様子を見るようにって言われてね。
マスコミに騒がれるとまたイメージダウンだからな。
まあ、早い話がそういうこと。うちほどのグループになるといろいろと妬まれたりするから。
それで北条氏はいつから？
それがもう3週間にもなるかな。北条さん連絡もなしにぷっつりと来なくなったんだ。それでこっちも困ってるんだ。どうしていいものやら。家族の方からも問い合わせがあるし、会社からは口止めされてるしでね。
Alright. PR reasons, yeah. Back at the police station, I think the chief said that for some reason we couldn't directly investigate Tokugawa. I guess Tokugawa itself. This guy's probably giving us a pass because we're just specifically looking for this one guy. I think. Where's Hojo live? Yeah, because we didn't have the address before. It was an option to go to his place from the car, but then you clicked on it and we're like, we don't know where he is. The most exclusive area of Tokugawa Hills. You can't miss it. Huge place at the end. Tokugawa Hills, huh? It's a high-priced residential area. A lot of Japanese live there. All Tokugawa-related information is protected by law, right? I think anyone desperate enough could get a hold of an address. Well, it's not like I didn't have a clue where he might live. It's just better to get their permission. You have any idea what happened to Hojo? Well, he was a real workaholic. Maybe all the stress finally got to him. He was cooped up in here almost non-stop in the weeks before he disappeared. He could have gone back to home. A lot of terrestrials do that. You mean return syndrome? They're just making up all sorts of stupid shit. Like wanting to go back home is some kind of syndrome. Yeah, Tokugawa is law. It's like that corporation in RoboCop. That's when someone who can't cope with living on Beyond anymore leaves their family, job, and everything else behind and disappears to home. It happens a lot in our company, since we have so many Japanese employees. Japanese people are prone to do that. Kojima likes speaking on behalf of all Japanese people. I'm sure there would have been word if he'd been involved in an accident or something. Maybe he really did just want to get away from this place. What does Hojo's job involve? He's the head of DDS development here, and also the sales rep for DDS products. You really put in a description for sales rep? Yeah. Yeah, like who would want to go to this place? Ugh. The letter involves distributing information to hospitals and doctors about new drugs developed there. Anyone else work with him? Mr. Hojo ran just about the entire thing himself. Research, development, marketing. I heard he had several assistants before, but they all left. He did it all himself? Yeah, at least nowadays. Only a very select number of extremely intelligent people work here. But still, it's like this. Our company is very paranoid. Mr. Hojo's work, in particular, is highly sensitive, even within the company. So much crap. I have to read through a second time. Yeah. Getting these new buzzwords. Yeah, what Hojo, or not Hojo, Kojima likes doing is like, let's put in shit like this, like DDS, or like a big old list of acronyms so that we can later explain them in great detail. Loves it. Highly sensitive. I can't wait till we find this guy dead. It better be dramatic. Who's taken over for him? All DDS work was suspended after Mr. Hojo's disappearance. Who knows when it'll start back up? How did Hojo seem before he disappeared? Anything unusual about him? He just finished work on a new product. Everything went well as far as I know. Did he appear worried about anything? If he was worried about anything, I'd say it would be his daughter more than his work. His daughter? He said she was very ill, that she needed a bone marrow transplant, something like that. Her name's Karen. He said drugs couldn't cure her. Cruel irony for him. Mr. Hojo loves his daughter very much. He never stopped thinking about her. He would always talk about how great she was and beautiful. Shame she has such a serious illness. What's this DDS you mentioned? Stands for Drug Delivery System. And like Karen's a famous news anchor. Like this guy would have clearly known about her. DDS development looks at new ways to deliver drugs. Before, all drugs had to go through the process of absorption, distribution, metabolism, and excretion. Yeah, if she was ugly, you wouldn't care about her. Absolutely. But I bet my character's gonna try to bang her. Touch on her boobs. That meant only a small amount of the drug ever reached target area. You with me so far? Yeah, I'm with Ed. ... Like, we're just here for Hojo, man. The goal of any DDS product is to ensure the necessary amount of a drug is present at the target area at all times. Get all that? Not really. They did this in the past through ribosomes or microspheres, in the case of cancer drugs, for instance, with their numerous side effects. This guy's a walking encyclopedia. In other words, a DDS treatment is like a targeting system that sends a drug exactly where you want it to go. It's also called the missile treatment. No, it's not. He's just making up shit. I'm surprised there wasn't a little asterisk for that. So it delivers a drug straight to the diseased area. Is it accurate? Of course. What's more, you can control how much is released and when it's released. The artificial bones made out of bioactive cement used in people with osteoporosis and certain rheumatic disorders are also a type of DDS. Geez, what isn't DDS? Covers a wide area, yes. Injections and oral medications can be DDSs as well. Like, I'm not over the explanations, it's just, like, isn't it so funny? Like, you couldn't, if someone was giving you these type of explanations in real life, you'd be like, just staring at them and thinking about something else. Like, how are you gonna get out of this conversation? There's a lady at work like that. And every time they get stuck talking to her, they come to me and they complain about how they just got stuck being talked at for half an hour by this lady. I should mention that we don't conduct research on pro-drugs or anti-drugs here. DDS also focuses on prolonging the effects of drugs, not just their delivery. For patients undergoing long-term treatment, we can avoid having to give frequent doses. Instead of taking a drug several times a day, you could take it once a month or once every several months. I think that's... You might not understand the rest. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I've learned the best way to get out of those situations is, well, when I'm at work, I don't even turn around anymore. I just stare at my screen and let her talk to the back of my head, and it's cut down conversations by at least 50%. But not entirely. Okay. We're halfway through. New product. What's going on with... What's this new product Hojo was working on? All I can tell you is it's the newest product in our DDS line. Sorry officers, but the rest is sensitive. There's a lot of competition in this industry, and I have a job to keep. Please, if I told you anything, my job would be the least of my worries. Can't you give us something? Even the littlest detail could help. We won't tell anyone you talk to us. There's a security camera pointed at us right now. You know, there's like someone in some security room watching this right now. Won't be stealing that tactic at all. What's funny is like she just doesn't get that I don't want to talk to her. It's just like I can't just be like, go away. I'd rather be working than talking to you. Well, all I'll say is its codename is K9. K9? What was the... There was something similar to that in Snatcher. Wasn't there the snow stuff? They're making dogs! I don't know, there's no change in expression on this guy's face. I think we can ask him anything. Alright. None of that. Yeah, like, security cameras pointed at all of us going through all this. Clearly a shifty company with a whole lot of company secrets, and we're like spilling the beans. I'm thinking this guy's gonna turn up dead, or like either turn up dead, or when we come back here later, just replaced with somebody, some hot girl, big titties. What is it you guys do here? This is Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals Research and Development Facility on Beyond. Our main focus here is our DDS work. The other area of interest is this factory where we manufacture drug samples. I've mentioned everything I can, the rest is sensitive. Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals pioneered maiden-space drug development. We're now the world leader in pharmaceutical technology with a track record that speaks for itself. We're a true colony-age business. I suppose our Japanese management style is one of the reasons for our success. We're also involved with the production of designer foods and functional foods. I gotta know more about these. There's so much word. I can appreciate how much detail goes into this, though. Like, if you actually gave a shit. I'll say the one thing I don't really like is at some points you will get, like, trapped in an area and you'll have to exhaust every bit of dialogue before the game allows you to leave. Designer foods. The company holds large shares of markets besides pharmaceuticals. I'm sure you have more relevant questions than that. Yeah, let's talk about yourself. Are you an actual Tokugawa employee, or are you with a security company? I was originally an assistant here, but with my physique they decided to put me on security. I'm still a salaried Tokugawa employee. That's why I hold a certain level of knowledge about our operations. You couldn't call me an expert anymore, though. Imagine you just work out a bit, and they're like, yeah, we'll just put you on the security team, because you just completely suck ass at your job as a scientist, and we were looking for any excuse to get you out of here. Were you born on Beyond? Yes, I'm a Beyond, born and raised here on the colony. My parents are Japanese terrestrials. You look like you're in pretty good shape. You do any sports or anything? I practiced judo and karate for a number of years. Why do you want to know so much about me? What does that have to do with your investigation? Alright. Done. I am gonna look up the food thing, though. It's Mr. Hojo. The woman next to him is his wife. He has the same photo in his work area. I hope you can find him for his family's sake. This is you, isn't it? What does this have to do with Mr. Hojo? She actually does resemble Mr. Hojo's wife a little. I know that picture. Our president was one of the Policenauts, so we see it a lot. Okay, I think... Is this his little name tag? It's a security booth. Security guard sitting behind it. Terrific. Where's the cute girl? Yes. I'm sure one will pop up. I need designer foods. There's just so much crap here, right? Designer foods. A food containing vitamins and or certain approved chemical additives, which is the same effect as a drug. Like functional foods, the most popular designer foods are calcium-related products, calcium being easily lost in outer space. Wait, where's my... Oh! Hold on. I should have... Where the hell's my mouse? Oh, hold on. I think... What? Hold on. Because I can move it here, but I can't... You see that green Beyond Coast thing? I should be able to click on that. In testing, the cursor was present. Milk chocolate. Whatever, man. Yeah, anything in green is a link, and... Whatever. Maybe if I hit enter again, I'll be able to click on it. Mouse is left building. No, it's there. It's just like not here. Oh, functional foods. A food designed to help prevent various adult diseases and diseases associated with obesity, as well as to delay the aging process and help regulate the body's functions. Most of the functional foods found on Beyond Coast are for replacing lost calcium. They combine an appealing taste with the proper amount of vitamins and minerals necessary to maintain an overall healthy body function. Products that meet the special standards Products that meet the special standards established on Beyond for functional foods receive the label a recognized Beyond functional food. Ugh. Yummy. I think there was there more here? No. Get me out of here. Give me my mouse. Must be the DDS lab. That's the DDS room. It's where the DDS R&D takes place. It's more or less Mr. Hojo's personal lab.
その北条の研究室 DDS ルームの中を見せてもらいたいんだが
DDS
北条
room.
の足取りを探りたい。
頼む。何か手がかりがあるかもしれん。
あんたら無茶言うな。
無茶は承知だ。
こいつの言う通りにした方がいいぞ。かえって面倒になる。
待ってくれ。面倒はごめんだ。
悪いようにはしない。
参ったな。
参ったんなら入れてくれ。
DDS ルームだけなら構わないが、会社には内緒にしてくれよ。俺はビヨンズなんだ。こんなことが会社にバレたらここで働けなくなる。
大丈夫だ。約束する。
No one's gonna
それじゃ
find out,
ロックを
right?
解除するから。
This dumbass guard. Always forgetting about the camera.
さあ DDS ルームだ。北条さんがいなくなった時のままの状態だ。あんまり触らないでくれよ。
Well, he can make DDS happen. There's so much crap in these older Kojima games that he'll reuse in his future games. How long before we hear about Metal Gear? Hold on. It'll be here soon enough. Mark my word. I think we heard about like the Zanzibar shit. No? We got Snatcher. We got Big Boss in here. Soon enough. Yeah. Trust me. Trust me. Alright. I like this room. It's like just like blah 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 and then big gaming rig. What's this? That's Tokugawa Group's network terminal used for big gaming. It's called the T-Gear 99. I gotta learn about that. All the computers in the group are connected via network. It's used by employees for correspondence and work. It's a special type of hardware not available to the public. If this wasn't connected to the network, it'd be totally useless. I'm using it. Mind if we check it out? Can't permit that. You'd have access to sensitive information. Of course, you'd need to pass security checks before you could get online anyway. That chicken surprise. It was so funny, like whatever you ordered except for the donuts would always look like that goop. Like never forget how it looked like if you fed a cat creamed corn and Cap'n Crunch and it just threw up on a plate. Ugh. Just think of the texture. Like I'd throw up just eating anything like that, even if it tasted good. You know what I need to do? I need to just like skip a stream and like dedicate that to actually making some more videos. Because I have a list of crap I can do, like that I want to do. I think I need to assign some more BTTV emotes. I haven't touched that in years. Cooking stream. Ugh, gross. I am not a good cook. Not a decent cook. Bad cook. But no, some more videos and stuff, because I can shove whatever I want up there. Where the cover art is. That's the great thing about these old crusty retro games with the 4:3 aspect ratio. Or something close to that where I can stretch it to 4:3. This gives that nice little space on the left or on the right. The content TM. No. No, only big games. Or maybe I should do a 5-hour just chatting stream. Like the worst at holding conversations. They got a lot of different machines here. Just what you'd expect for a place, in a place like this. Mr. Hojo used these in his research. I don't know what's what, to tell you the truth. There's a master-slave manipulator too. This cost a lot of money. Sure do. Nothing but the latest and greatest. It's not easy getting your hands on this stuff. Big difference from Victor's setup. Yeah, Victor was with his AI lab assistant. Hold on, let's learn about this big gaming rig. The Tokugawa Group's internal network terminal, connected by plastic optical fiber to the Tokugawa building's supercomputer. Hallelujah. The Tokugawa network, or Tokugawa-net, is composed primarily of all the T-Gear 99s in operation. In order to access Tokugawa-net, one needs to possess a Tokugawa ID card for passing an ID check, so I'm gonna have to kick this guy's ass and take his ID. Pass a passcode check. Passcode check uses a proprietary family crest format said to be extremely difficult for a non-Tokugawa Group employee to pass. And there's a list of all those crests in the manual. Yeah, Tokugawa net, like, okay guy. That's what they need the PR team for. The marketing, just better bullshit. I'm surprised they didn't call it T-mail. Email file sharing, a BBS, and remote access computing. Multifunction search engines such as Saroki, Gopher, and Raptor. People databases such as Whois. A business database containing various information such as reports and memoranda. Confidential financial services. Furthermore, information on employees of Tokugawa businesses, as well as the families of employees, can only be obtained through Tokugawa-net. It's also possible to view information from outside the network through the terminal's disk drive. Immediate uses may appear to be old-fashioned 12cm CD-ROMs, but they are actually phase-change optical discs made from germanium, antimony, tellurium. Sure, my ass. One disk boasts 5.12 terabytes of storage, with the data read not by a laser but by charging a needle containing an atomic force microscope with a 0.5 volt electric pulse. Combining an archaic media format with the latest in super high density storage technology virtually eliminates the possibility of an information leak should a disk fall outside the company hands. Almost all confidential information distributed within Tokugawa Group is recorded on this type of disk. More shit. For security reasons, the T-Gear 99 is not made available to the public. Old-fashioned 12cm CD-ROMs. Still working just fine. You know, I've never had any kind of issue with disk rot that I guess some people have had. Where you get those little holes. Am I done with this? Sorry. A 2D... I'm still waiting for these 3D photos to pop up. Because this is the same... let's see, that's unusual for Japanese in the workplace to have photos like this. It's his wife next to him. He talked about her a lot. Same photo Lorraine gave me. As you can probably tell, Mr. Hojo was a jealous person. He was very protective of his wife. Kinzo Hojo. Seems like a down-to-earth guy. Lorraine. It's Mrs. Hojo. I don't think she was as happy as she tried to look. Where could he be? Oh, you had the disc rot issues. I don't know what it was. If it was like just certain types of CDs. but... Or maybe it's just like the things like humidity or wherever where you're at or temperature. I guess I just got lucky. I finally did pick up a 4 gig, or not 4 gig, but 4 terabyte external hard drives, start dumping all my old VODs off onto just in case.
ああ、それは北条さんが使ってたホワイトボードだよ。あの人几帳面だったからいつもそこに予定を書き込んでいたんだ。
これは北条の筆跡か？
間違いない。北条さんの字だ。
確か北条が消息を絶ったのが15日。
15日。予定が書き込んであるぞ。
この100の下は日本語か？
それはセットだ。
15日 K9 100セット
BCCH 何の略だ？
うちが薬を卸してる病院さ。
この下の落書きは何だろう。なんかのマークかな。
猫の足跡みたいだな。ちょっと待った。K9100 セットだって、K9 ってまだ商品化されていないんだろう。どうして病院に100セットも？
新製品は許可が下りた時点で発売までの間にサンプルテストを行うんだよ。テストといっても副作用とかじゃなく二次的なデータを集めて生産や営業への参考にするためさ。
それで100セットっていうのは腑に落ちんな。
その病院で確かめてみた方がいいな。
そのサンプルはどこで作るんだ？
ここの試作工場さ。
そこを見せてもらえないか？
それは無理だ。
Okay, so I think that unlocked BCCH as a location. And we should have Hojo's address too, so 2 new locations. Yeah, 4 gigs. I can store 1/3 of a stream. Big progress. You know, I don't have unlimited, like, I think I get 1.2 terabytes I can download a month before Comcast starts, like, charging me an extra, whatever it is, $10 for every 50 gigs. So I have to, like, space out all of my VOD downloads, probably over half a year. Or, yeah, the muted part of today's stream. This display has holograms of various K-series products. They're all Mr. Hojo's work. K3 is a DDS that mimics contact lenses. It uses a transmucosal delivery system where the drug is absorbed through the ocular mucous membranes. It was the first product in our DDS line. Got a lot of attention at the time. K5 is a DDS that takes the form of a patch. It uses a transdermal delivery system where the drug is absorbed through the skin. So it's like an ordinary electroporation patch. The advantage of a transdermal system is you can supply the drug for several weeks with one application. In the past, it was mainly used for delivering nitroglycerin and angina medication. They also use it to treat osteoporosis and asthma now. Yeah. Not a fan of Comcast, just like everything else. Everybody else, but it's the best. It's the best service for like what I got where I'm at. Plus I needed the 1 gig, whatever it is. You have to get like their best download package in order to get decent upload speed. Yeah, the least worst. I'll say that it's reliable. I think maybe like 2 or 3 times the internet has shit out on me on on stream, and only for the tiniest bit. Because I'm pretty close to like a downtown area, so if things go down where I'm at, they usually get fixed pretty quick, which is nice. No, my network's fine. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't reset the game time when I reset my half hour. I don't give a shit. I'm just gonna explain what happened in that YouTube description. Whatever, man. Alright, K6 is DDS, where the drug is absorbed through the buccal mucous membranes. One time, I think when I was streaming, I think it was like the first like Tex Murphy game where I had my camera on. I think like halfway through that stream, the entire block's power got cut out for an hour. I'm a loner, a rebel. It's frequently used to treat problems like stomatitis. Streaming by my own rules, like muting. Muting myself for half an hour. That one is a little different from the others. That's a mosquito. A mosquito-type micro machine that we tried to use for administering injections. I'm sure that went well with the public. With all those crazy people like whining about vaccines, can you imagine if they found out some giant corporation was sending mosquitoes injecting people with shit? The medical establishment fiercely opposed it, however. So right now it's only used for drawing blood in certain cases. Companies used to make a number of self-propelled micromachine capsules for certain parts of the body, but it was too difficult to further miniaturize them for the circulatory system. It's like we've progressed now. We started off here with micromachines, and now, you know, was it maybe 10 years after that, now down to nanomachines. Nanomachines, son. Got birds that are actually just flying cameras. Nanomachines and mosquitoes filled with vaccines. Use of nanomachine. Oh, I guess nanomachines did make it in. Is even further down the line. What's the blank one for? That's reserved for K9. I hope when it's filled in, it's just a dog. We haven't revealed it to the public yet. We're still gathering data at the moment. So this is Hojo's latest success. Yeah, so that's my Kojima idea. It'll be like the mosquitoes things for vaccines. And the people who don't want to get them, it'll be a special dog where when you pet it, the hairs kind of come off a bit in the skin, kind of like when, like a tarantula's butt, you know, those type of hairs, and it gets them all full of that vaccine. So it'll be like a vaccine dog, and I'll call it K9. Thought the birds are drones. Faux-spiracy. I'm sure they'll have some cool drones that can look like birds soon enough. If they made one now, you know you could hear that flapping shit. Okay, I think we're done with all that. When I looked at this guy before, I realized I could look at him and like just talk shit about how he looks. It's so sad. Alright, different machines, yes. It's all medical texts and pharmacology files. I wouldn't have a clue what they say. I don't see anything helpful. I looked at this before, I was like, certainly I can't look at every piece of him. I was wrong. That is one ugly tie. They give us the ties that we have to wear. We don't even get to choose the color. That's just like a Japanese company. Isn't that kind of standard though if you got a uniform? It's to prevent anyone from bringing in hidden cameras, microphones, and such. Security guards like I have to strip down to our underwear when we get here every morning. Oh no, AFK for 40 minutes? You know, weird shit happens. That's why I do need to get a little BRB. Hold on, what do I have? Do I have some ancient... I have some grayed out BRB thing in OBS. What does it look like? Oh, that's cute. That's like if I gotta take a big dump or something during the stream, and I like, and it's like right in between. Should I just cancel the stream, or should I keep going and just take a long break? Why is it security guard uniforms always look the same? The colors of our uniforms change depending on your clearance. They get darker the higher you go up. This color is a standard clearance level. The only area I can enter besides reception is this room. Thanks for oversharing. Yeah, I just want something, you know. But I think what I'd like is just to use that as the main whatever. So I'm not covering up the game even if I'm away, but like something that's clearly I'm not here. I really want to take this guy's ID. Set your ID card. Every room in the building requires an ID. You can't go anywhere without one. Sir? He's even more intimidating standing up. What is it? Ask about... The 15th is no. From the whiteboard. So according to the whiteboard, Hojo on the 15th of last month went to... What was it again? BCCH. Did put together a randomized playlist with some tunes. That's what I need. I need just like... You know, maybe some clips from prior games or something like that to play, or some tunes. But I have like stream brain, and when I finish the stream, I completely forget anything that I talked about. That's it. He went to BCCH, right? He left just after lunch and never came back. That's the last time I ever saw him. So we know Hojo went to BCCH that day. Hopefully we can pick up the trail there. Okay, that option's gone. BCCH stands for Beyond Coast Central Hospital. You know how acronyms are supposed to work? You're supposed to say like this immediately after you bring up the acronym. You can't just leave people wondering what the hell that is. Well, you could just do like me and never move, never pee, no breaks, only game. You don't have to pee as much if you got all that gamer sweat coming out of you. It's the biggest hospital on Beyond, making it the single biggest market for us. I'm familiar with it myself. Several of our employees work from there. We have a very close relationship. We get most of our product data from them. The importance of our relationship with BCCH can't be understated. Least of all Mr. Hojo's work there. Okay. Hold on. Did I ever... I don't think I looked at this. I think I accidentally talked to him. This card is used throughout the group. Every employee has one. Look at the tie one more time. Can't believe they give them these ties they gotta wear. Pants. This color is the standard clearance level. The only area I can enter besides reception is this room. Sweet haircut. Got a bit of a receding hairline, but it's a sharp looking cut. It's designed to match Tokugawa's image. What do you mean? Company regulations stipulate the hairstyles employees have to keep. I like my hair like this anyway. Okay, I'm pretty sure we're done. Can't have a lab without chairs. It's Mr. Hojo's chairs. Get me out of here. Ah. Finished. I'm surprised this guy's putting up with all this crap, right? I want to go in here. The door looks pretty thick. You wouldn't be able to force it open. It's the type of door you get with a walk-in safe. Whatever's back there must be important. Sorry, but you can't go back there, not without President Tokugawa's authorization. Look, a magnetic lock. The security level for this area must be higher than the others. Only the real eggheads get back there. Can't let you in there, doesn't matter what you say. Magnetic lock controls the door. I don't know. Let's just go back there. Back there's the factory where we produce samples of new products. I can't let you inside. I bet Hojo's back there and dead. It's a different story from the DDS room. Don't even ask. I feel like we're done. Wait, hold on. What's this? Looks like the facility's floor map. As a rule, we don't discuss details of our floor plan with anyone outside the company. But you do display it right there.
よし。北条の足取りも分かったことだし、失礼しようか、ジョナサン。
いいか、くれぐれも会社には内緒にしてくれよ。俺が署内を案内したなんてな。
分かってる。助かったよ。
Yeah, it's only endless, depending on how many times I have to do it again. Let's see. So the first time we went through, it's 351. How long did data already exist? I think it took me another half an hour to get to this point. Oh yeah, I gotta make sure we do the real save, right? Our Mr. Save on our totally real hardware. I gotta get some better themes for the Mister. Make this thing look better. Okay. Let's see where I want to go to. I want to go to Hojo's house, man. I want to go to the hospital first.
いいか、ジョナサン。
よ
北条
し
家へ向かうぞ。
北条の家か。
どうした、ジョナサン。
気が進まない。触れてはいけないのかもしれない。
ジョナサン、もう片足を突っ込んでるんだ。引き返せない。
はあ、
避けては通れん。
分かってる。北条家、ロレインの家。
Ed's voice actor, it sounds so ridiculous. Can you imagine that in real life? Real tryhard.
ここが北条家らしい。
Finally made it.
ここにロレインが。
娘のカレンがいるはずだ。彼女に話を聞こう。
I
ジョ
didn't.
ナサン、娘のカレンは BBC の人気キャスターだ。カレン北条。聞いたことがあるだろ。
ロレインがそんなこと言ってたな。
I didn't know she lived here.
ニュースキャスター、もしや
彼女はロレインの生き写しだ。
Uh-oh.
ロレインの娘か。
いいな、ジョナサン。30年も経っているんだ。お前にとっては3年前のことに思えるかもしれんが、冷静に受け止めるんだぞ。
Like, Jonathan sounds normal-ish. Ed sounds just ridiculous. But cool. These columns look like they're cypress. Normally we use reinforced lumber on Beyond. Some special kind of wood. Wood that doesn't burn or rot. It's to help prevent fires. Any fire on the colony could threaten the entire place. Then why would you ever use wood? Can't see inside for the adjustable glass. With the colony shaped like a cylinder, normally both neighbors are able to see inside your house. Ah, if it was shaped like a cylinder, wouldn't you be able to... If it is like are we on the outside or the inside of the cylinder? Because wouldn't you just be able to see in the background a whole bunch of city instead of sky? Whatever, man. I'm sure we'll get some whatever pervert tunes once we get inside this house. It's one of Beyond's biggest problems is being able to see inside your neighbor's house. Like, bro, just get some of that film you put on from the inside, the mirror film. Easy peasy. It's so funny in these old futuristic games how some things have progressed like super advanced, and then other things are just like still stuck in the 80s. Or the 90s, or whatever. This is my entry point. Look at all the windows they have. The place faces the central axis. They must have a nice view. I don't think, if this is the center of a cylinder, I don't think Kojima knows how that works. You wouldn't normally have so many windows. These are some beautiful trees. Jonathan, these trees belong to the Hojos themselves. Wow. How do you know? Trees on Beyond have control plates on them. All plants are monitored by computer. These don't have any? Right. These don't belong to the colony. They're privately owned. Yeah. Yeah, like plantation vibes here. Like, you wouldn't have houses like this on a colony. It'd be like some kind of dystopian shit. Where you got these super tall apartment buildings. It's a front door. They got a security camera. I got it. Hold on. Can I take out the camera? I don't see it. Single floor spanning 3 floors. Well, maybe Karen killed her parents, or had her parents killed for the sweet house. Alright. If there's things that I can touch, I have to touch them. It's part of the gameplay. Just saying.
BCP のものです。ちょっとお話を伺いたいのですが。
Surely Ed will keep me in line. Oh, I don't have a badge, do I?
こうかな?
Ed does, but I just have my plastic.
ロレイン。いや、カレンさん。
ええ、カレン北条です。あなたはジョナサン・イングラム。
ジョナサン。
あなた、イングラムね。
ああ、そうだが。
ってどうして私たちの家族につきまとうの？これ以上私たちを苦しめないで。
What did I do?
お願いよ。
カレンさん、そんな気はない。俺はただ地球でロレインに君の母親に頼まれたんだ。父親を探し出してほしいって。
その母さんもあなたに会いに行ったばっかりに、どうして父や母が、どうしてなの？あなたよ、ジョナサン・イングラム、いつもあなたが原因よ。あなたが母を殺したも同然よ。つきまとうのはやめてください。父は私が探します。帰ってください。
カレンさん、あなたはジョナサンを誤解してる。
I think she's got me right.
あなたは？
私は BCP の風紀家のエド・ブラウン。ジョナサン同様、君の母さんの古い友人だ。ジョナサンがロレインや君たちを苦しめるなんてとんでもない。俺はこいつと古い付き合いだ。こいつのロレインへの気持ちは誰よりも知っている。
知ってるわ。母さんもあなたのことをずっと思ってた。母は父にいくら言われてもあなたの写真いつも持ち歩いていたもの。父さんかわいそうだった。母さんは忘れなければならなかったのよ。そのことで父と母は喧嘩が絶えなかったわ。私はそんな二人を見て育ったのよ。幼い頃から。ジョナサン・イングラムを恨みながら。
知らなかった。すまない。
カレンさん、君の気持ちはよくわかる。だが、ジョナサンを恨むのは間違っている。こいつはつい3年前まで宇宙をさまよっていたんだ。
カレンさん、聞いてくれ。君も君の父さんも大変な事件に巻き込まれてるかもしれない。俺は君たちを助けたい。君たちの力になりたい。
カレンさん、どうか分かってくれ。
分かったわ。う
Yes.
るさくされると迷惑だから。
Easy.
中に入って。
ありがたい。
Mm-hmm. Oh,
さて、どうしましょう、刑事さん。
she got over that quick.
内装も素晴らしい。
Mm. Yeah, I was like trapped in space for 25 years. People bitching at me when I get unfrozen. Yeah, we're in the rich-ass family section of Beyond now. I could see why she would have her parents killed for something like that. She got like a... Come on now, what are you doing here? Are you trying to talk to your dead mom? What is that? It's like little shrimps in there. It's a biosphere. It serves as a model of the Celeste. Celeste stands for Closed Ecological Life Support System. You don't need to supply it with any food or oxygen. It's totally self-sufficient. I've seen those, and they don't look as pretty as that. Like this model, if the colony's balance were disturbed, it would become unable to support life. That water is filled with a bacteria soup. Temperature is maintained at 25 degrees Celsius. Bacteria oxidize the inorganic waste, producing carbon dioxide and inorganic compounds. Yum. Just walk away. Fancy bubblegum dispenser. Yeah, like, look at all this stuff. Get out of my way, lady. It's a wall mount. That's not wall mounted. Plasma HD TV. It's got a chaos system too. You can set the hue to change according to how you're feeling. Like if you're laughing or crying, for instance. Weird. I remember things heading this way in the 20th when they brought out washing machines and ovens with neural networks and fuzzy logic and so on. You're welcome to turn on the TV. Hold on. Plasma display, yuck. Hold on. Let's enable the chaos system. A logic system that allows for irregular changes in the machine's operation, unlike previous stable logic systems. With the implementation of chaos systems in air conditioners and lighting equipment, among other appliances, the user can experience a level of comfort that contains an appropriate amount of variation, found in numerous products and facilities. That doesn't sound like chaos. That sounds like comfort system. AI brought about by old Kojima games. God, do I like... Let's talk to... I don't know. Hold on. Last time we skipped out on watching TV on the plane and we missed it. Is it going to be Karen on here? Is it going to be exposed she's not live? Exposed.
こんにちは。ニュースオーダーの時間です。
State-run TV
ビヨン
here.
ド建設記念日を間近に控えた今日、
I think we saw
地
this.
球へ回廊運動の決起集会が行われました。 集会には約1万人以上のリーペイトリエイティストらが徳川ビル前に集まり、 BCP の間に衝突もありましたが、怪我人は出ておりません。 BCP では建設記念日に向けてテロ活動への警戒を呼びかけています。以上、BBC からお伝えしました。
Alright. Yeah, we saw this before. Should use it as our main bulletin opening.
録画ですか？
いいえ、CG 合成です。
What?
私のデータからコンピュータが作り出した本物そっくりの映
It
像です。
is AI. So she's just a model. Speakers? What do these speakers belong to? Like, bro. Gee, I wonder. Not AI used to create the game, just AI within. They go with our home entertainment. They have a definition of that home entertainment system. They work with the TV as well. Are those new cordless speakers with biomaterials? Can you imagine a normal person talking like that? Man, you making this shit with biomaterials? With the real human organs? Yeah, he just like... Kojima loves explaining any mundane BS. Which I enjoy. I appreciate the passion. Right, it's an infrared system with no dead areas whatsoever. They're ultra thin, and you can even hang photos or paintings over them. Yes, but Dad has never been one to do that. Is this where he is? Is he in the trunk? It's a makeup stand. Mom gave it to me when I turned 20. In Japanese culture, you're considered an adult when you reach 20. The mirror that used to go on top is broken. Now I just use it for the drawers. Is this... Would you just have that in a bedroom? Let's crank up some tunes. Look at this, man. A high-fidelity, all-in-one home entertainment system employing 3D sound mapping and VR. Yeah. Cordless. Bluetooth. Wi-Fi. Some makeups. They didn't put the asterisk next to makeup, did they? With this system, composers are able to create a truly immersive sound experience that blows the old surround stuff out of the water. It's made by Tokugawa Electronics. That was able to get it at a reduced price. Looks like a comfortable sofa in an ugly ass color. What is that, pea yellow? Nice color too. It's one of those... Bro! Would you like to have a seat on my chaos sofa? It's ridiculous. It feels like she's trying to sell me this stuff. Its firmness and texture change depending on who's sitting on it. It has built-in sleep sensors as well, of course. Chaos again, yeah. Jonathan knows what's going down. Built-in sleep sensors will all be. Alright. Time to start looking. Karen, you seem, how should I put it, different in person than on TV. You're just as charming, of course. They use CG to make me look better on camera. What do you mean? Think of it as digital makeup. It's to cover up my complexion. Are you sick right now? Actually, my problem is more than temporary. Camera doesn't do you justice, Karen. Chaos sofa. Yeah, it's like... Pick up the cushions, find some chaos emeralds, maybe. Sunk down in there. Speaking of which, never gonna stream a Sonic game. I suck so bad at those. Never forget, ever since I was a kid. Let's look at these titty balls. This is the first time I've seen you in anything low cut, Karen. You always cover up on TV. Yes, it is a news program after all. AI news lady filters. Going back almost 30 years. It's the station's policy. News order isn't some raunchy soap opera. I like to wear something more casual at home. I had no idea. About what? That you were concealing... Okay, so Ed's a pervert too. That you were concealing such considerable assets. I forget if Ed's married. Yeah. So, do you choose your outfits yourself, Karen? Almost all the clothes I wear on camera are CG. Your clothes are CG too? Well, I'm not naked during filming, of course. I do wear something. They alter it with CG in real time. So that's why you always seem to change so fast. They also make slight adjustments to the colors of my clothing depending on my condition and the day's news. Wow, I didn't know they did things like that. So she keeps coming in to keep being recorded? It seems at this point you would just have to have a 3D model of her and then pay her royalties or whatever. Banning Ed. Yeah, he's almost as bad as us. Keep looking. You'll have to excuse my appearance. I just got up before you arrived. From the chaos sofa. You feeling alright? Don't worry about me. Alright. What is this? Looks like she's got some kind of Steve Irwin outfit on. You'll have to what's that you got there? My cell phone. You news anchors are pretty busy, huh? That's not the main reason I have it, actually. Karen's wearing her cell phone on her hip. I guess that's about it. Except for is this an urn? That's one of Mom's flower vases. She did a lot of flower arranging. Lorraine always did like flowers. This isn't a zero-gravity ceramic, is it? It's unusual for Beyond. Right, it's porcelain. Mom probably ordered it from home. Yeah, he was thinking so far ahead. TVs, speakers, wireless stuff, chaos couches. AI news anchors? Flowers and plants reminded her of home, I'm sure. Okay. Start talking, lady. Yes. Is it alright if we ask you a few questions? What do you want to know? This can't be an easy thing to talk about, but it is necessary for our investigation. What can you tell us about your parents? My father's a terrestrial who emigrated to Beyond shortly after it was completed. Your mother told me they met at Tokugawa's festival for Japanese people. That's correct. He said Mom was inconsolable after your accident. Lorraine. He devoted himself to her. They married 6 months later. This is a 3D printed vase. Mom couldn't let go of you. The stronger Dad's love got, the more his jealousy grew. That's when their relationship turned sour. Mom still kept all the pictures she had of you. One day Dad found them and burned every last one. She had no pictures of you left after that. Well, good, I'm glad he's gone. Piece of shit. They argued constantly, but they stayed together for my sake. That's a real Japanese thing to do. Honestly, I didn't really understand them myself. What does your father do at Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals? All I know is he's involved with developing new pharmaceuticals. I gotta look at the recent list of crap afterward. To your understanding, what kind of work is it? I don't know. He never talked about it much. He never discussed his work at home. Not with me, anyway. Did he say anything you might think would help us? Well, one time, I can't remember when exactly, he broke down in tears saying he wanted to quit Tokugawa. He said they lied to me. I hate my fucking job. I say that every day I go to work. Holy mackerel! That was it. That was all he said. He never mentioned it again. He never swore, which made it even more unusual. For someone here to say something like that, that's almost unheard of. The speech is very Japanese. I don't really know what he did. He was forbidden from discussing it, blah blah blah. He never talked about a certain new product he was working on, like K9. That's the dog vaccine idea I came up with. I should patent that. No, nothing specific. I don't really know what he did. He was forbidden from discussing his work for confidentiality reasons. Okay. I mean, think about it. It wouldn't even be a real dog. It would be like a robot dog that looks super realistic and just has, you know... It sounds a little scary, but has vaccine needles for fur. It would be microscopic, though. Did you notice anything unusual about your father before he disappeared? Because, like, everyone wants to pet a dog. Especially if they don't know it's covered with vaccine needles. I guess that would introduce a lot more bloodborne illnesses, though. But, you know, you gotta break a few eggs. You'd been acting kind of strange lately. Maybe things weren't going well at work. Your mother said he would have these breakdowns. Ingenious and petrifying. I'm an ideas guy. I leave the specifics up to the scientific teams. Yes, he did. Now that you mention it, he's normally a calm person, so he definitely was different than usual. Yes, he does have a tendency to worry at times, but nothing like that. I'm like 95% sure this guy's already dead. Or in like some state of I can't move. Please try to think, even the littlest thing might make a difference. In what other ways was he different? he would become very pensive and emotional, like he was someone else altogether. I think he talked to Mom about something, but he never said anything to me. So Lorraine did know something. Mom didn't tell me anything either. He would kind of watch out for me when he moved about the house. Seems like he was avoiding me. Why do you say he was avoiding you? I could tell. He's never been good at hiding things like that. Okay. You tell me you don't like my canine vaccine dog idea? Hojo's hobbies. What are your father's hobbies? I tell you, it would be more socially acceptable than the vaccine mosquitoes idea. Hey, Pigeon Mitch. Welcome on in. What are your father's hobbies? Hobbies? Well, he likes listening to CD and making good use of the Chaos Couch. There's got to be like a ton more chaos shit, right? Taking a soothing dip in my chaos jacuzzi. Compact discs? Wild. Yeah, Lucy B. Fab at distributing. Yeah, like, can't get diseases if you're already dead. Yes, he has a lot of CDs, also known as compact discs. When he got younger, or when he was younger. Unusual, I know. I understand how that is. We come from the same time. That's his only hobby per se. He doesn't have any friends. So he would spend his days off here. He was almost never home since he and Mom didn't get along. The relationship made him into a workaholic. Whenever he was home, he would spend his time listening to music by himself. Dad's CDs are over on the shelves. Go take a look if you'd like. Oh, there's got to be like secret stuff in there. Maybe that can get me into that back room of the lab. Doesn't really have any hobbies apart from his music. He's very particular about sound quality. I'm not surprised given the equipment here. I bet he's one of those people who puts the crystals on the cables to make them sound better. Audio files. Ugh. Hate them. Hey, nice crowd. Welcome on in. Yeah, audio files do some weird stuff. Saito. Do you know someone called Michael Saito? That's the guard? Yeah, he works at Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals. Saito. Never heard of him. Why would she? It's a Japanese name, right? Actually, I do remember hearing it now. There's a lot of people here with Japanese names, so it could be a common.
ロレインのことは
Ooh.
母の仮葬儀は終わりました。母は友人も少なかったし、私だけの寂しい葬儀でした。
遺体は
難しいみたい。せめてお骨だけでもって思うんですけど。
残念ながらビヨンドへの遺体の持ち込みは許可されないでしょう。
父が知ったらどんなに悲しむか。
遺留品は
遺留品も無理らしいです。
そうですか。お気の毒に。
ロレインに君のこと頼むって言われた。
そうですか。
そうです。Shaving edges off of discs. Ah. I could never go that route. Or having like those little stands that you use to lift the cables up off the ground. One of these days I'll get around to messing with my settings a bit more, so you don't have to hear my breathing, unless you enjoy that kind of thing. I'm a news anchor with BBC. We always watch your program at my house. Are you off today? I didn't know she had a program. It looks like she just has these little news reports during commercial breaks. Demagnetizing CDs. Are we degaussing things? Bad memories from Leisure Suit Larry 5 when I forgot to degauss the videotapes. Had to start the game over. 2 more years, I'm blessed with 4 decades. Kojima madness. Yeah, it just got crazier and crazier. I remember when I was playing Snatcher, the first 2 acts seemed pretty normal, and I think the 3rd act, it wasn't original, it was tacked on in the later-ish releases. And that's when he went just full Kojima. And he's diving deep in this game. Just going like full details on every mundane thing. And I love it. Had the right setup for the breathing part earlier. Well, completely muted. Yeah. You off today? I'm taking some time off because of my health. I don't think anyone will realize it's CG they're watching. I'm pretty sure they know. Like, let's be real. If she's some famous news anchor, you know, they got message boards like, oh man, she's totally AI. Total AI woman. Like, everyone knows. Hey, I'm just glad you told me I was muted. It's just another thing that I have to mentally go through before starting a stream. It's like, okay, step 1, OBS open. I got my Twitch shit. I have a mouse in front of me and a keyboard. The area behind me is reasonably cleanish. My penis is not out of my pants. I got some water. Just this time I forgot to check if I was unmuted. I think it's because when I was getting things going, I just hit the scroll lock, which is my mute toggle, and I just forgot to untoggle it. So, whatever. Yeah, bulletin boards with the gossip and the disses. Yeah, she's total AI, and everybody knows. Using the CG double of me right now. Yeah, I know. Your mother was worried about an illness she said you had. Would you mind telling me about it? I have aplastic anemia. I just want to sit there and hear Kojima saying all this shit. The hematopoietic stem cells in my bone marrow, the ones that create new blood, have become damaged and I can't produce blood cells properly. I can become anemic or get hemorrhages or be more susceptible to infection. That's why you're so pale, isn't it? She looks normal. Maybe slightly yellowish. Just like me. I don't mind oversharing a bit. Like I just, there's certain checks I gotta do. Well, I haven't started a stream with my penis out yet. It's because my check system. Let's see. You don't think Kojima's as cool as everyone else? I think he just gets, well, I think it's pretty clear he just gets full of himself sometimes. But some good stuff comes out of it. You know, he's unique. But he does reuse a lot of his assets and things like that between his games. I mean, he full on has Meryl from Metal Gear Solid in this game. What, penis out? No, it's in. I said it's never been out at least when I started the stream. I've got aplastic anemia. Basically, it's a disease where you become unable to produce new blood. Well, that shouldn't be an issue, because, like, wait, does she have artificial blood like that Tony Redwood guy? Yeah, it shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, they use the white blood stuff. I know in, like, Raiden from Metal Gear Solid. So I said during the last stream, it's like he just keeps notes on all this shit that he comes up with. And then once he has a notebook full of garbage, he's like, there's our new game. It just keeps going. Don't know what happens waist down? Yeah. Keeping it that way. It's cause, how'd you get such a serious illness? In my case, it was exposure to cosmic radiation here. Wouldn't a lot of people have that? I have secondary aplastic anemia. Unlike home, the surface of Beyond gets hit by a good deal of radiation. Who the fuck wants to live here then? So the government must offer some form of compensation, right? Unfortunately, they haven't set up anything official yet, no. Anti-space groups like the Repatriatists do offer financial support, but I don't want to end up being used by the likes of them. Yeah. They were talking about them on the news. It was your show, actually. But you didn't like the Death Stranding 2 the guitar battle? Yeah, that was some goofy shit. That's one of those, there's been plenty of Kojima moments where it's like, thank Christ, I'm alone. Because there was like there was the dancing thing too, near the end. And it's like, I think if someone was here and they caught me with that, I would immediately like load up Netflix or something and pretend there was no gaming going on. You didn't know about that? Oh well, lucky you. Yeah, it was pretty out there. I like the Death Stranding games. It's pretty fun. How do you treat something like that? Someone at your father's work was saying you need a bone marrow transplant. Yeah. Dad talked me into getting immunosuppressive therapy. I can see why he wanted me to try it, but it's not doing much. Apparently in moderate to severe cases like mine, hormone therapy has no effect either. That bad, huh? My only remaining option is a bone marrow transplant. It doesn't seem like that would do much good since you're still getting bombarded with all this cosmic radiation. It's like giving a lung transplant to someone who's still smoking. What does a bone marrow transplant involve? They replace my damaged marrow with marrow from a healthy person. But in order to do the transplant, they need marrow from someone with the same HLA type as me. We still haven't found someone with my type. The transplant costs are enormous too. Yeah, gamer being caught playing Kojima. It isn't what you think. Transplant costs. Hospitalization fees, immunosuppressants. I don't know where I'm gonna get all the money even if we do find a donor. Just like America. You don't look like you're strapped for cash or anything. It's more expensive than you think. Till recently, my priority level on the waiting list was 7, which is for people who can't even pay for the transplant. But last month, I finally got some hope. That's why I'm always checking my phone here. Looks like Dad got me moved up. I'm so grateful for everything he's done. Do you have any theories about what might have happened to your father? He's not the type of person to disappear and not tell anyone. He must have become involved with something. Did he mention anything in particular before he went missing? Actually, yeah, the word Plato several times. I don't know what he meant by it. Again with this Plato or Pluto, whatever it is. Wasn't that in Snatcher too? Plato? Can't recall anything else. I was away on assignment at the time. When I got back, Mom had already left for home. If I had been here, I wouldn't have let her do something like that. I hadn't talked much with Dad lately. What about the 15th of last month? The 15th? You mean the last time anyone saw Dad? Like I said, I was away on assignment. There's no sign of anyone having had contact with him after the 15th. I haven't talked to my dad much with Dad lately. So you don't know what he could have meant by this Plato or Pluto thing. Your mother mentioned it too. Wish I knew. There's nowhere with a name like that. Maybe it's some kind of code name? Okay. That's a picture of Mom and Dad. Where'd you get it? Your mother gave it to me on home. Wonder where he could be. She's gonna be pissed.
カレン、この写真。
この写
ロレインとの写真だ。
Theme music.
処分は君に任せる。
真どうして？
ロレインはここにいる。このビヨンドに生きている。俺のところじゃない。処分は任せる。
わかったわ。
Okay. Mom used to show me this. I brought it with me to prove who I am if I need be. Other kids had picture books. I had this picture. She never told me why she showed it to me. I think that's it. Unless I can honk these things now. No. Can I go in the backyard? It's a nice view you have. You don't have any screens for your windows? There are hardly any insects on Beyond, so window screens aren't that important. The only bugs you'll find here are the ones like bees for pollinating flowers, flies for decomposing waste, and earthworms for enriching soil. We never need to open a window either, really. Every house on Beyond comes complete with its own life support system. They're as self-contained as any spaceship. You never know when a leak in the colony could occur. I like opening the windows though. There's something relaxing about it. You can see outside perfectly. That's adjustable glass for you. There might be something else. If so, we'll be stopped. Whoa, wait, whoa! Hojo's room.
北条さんの部屋を見せてもらえないかな。
父の部屋。ああ、書斎なら。
書斎があるんですか。
ええ。
それじゃあ書斎を見せてもらえますか。
どうぞ、こっちです。ここが父の書斎の日本間です。
Boring. Get me back in that other room with the chaos couch. What's
その
this?
カードは
父の ID カードじゃないかしら。それは確か予備のコピーカードです。父は用心深い人でしたから。
Taking that.
徳川製薬のガードマンが持っていたものと同じだ。
カレンさん、ちょっとこれ預かってもいいかな。
いいですけど、徳川には内緒ですよ。コピーがあったなんて知れたら大変ですから。
I wonder if that's all we need to get in that back room. What do you got in your drawers? There was Sumi and Susuri in them before, but they're empty now. You're not even going to explain that? There was what? Sumi and Susuri Ink and ink stones. You use them in calligraphy. Uh-huh. Dad hasn't been using the drawers lately, so there's nothing in them. It's an odd desk. Where's the chair? It's a shiki desk. A desk you place on tatami. You sit on the floor with your legs folded under you. Do a lot of that with my chair. End up cutting off the circulation of my feet all the time. Dare to dream? I don't think I've heard of that. Like an old adventure game? It's not a TV, is it? It's Japanese colored paper, or irogami. Dad wrote one of his favorite words on it. What's it say? Odo. It means the high road. He used to say, one should always walk the high road. And then he started doing shifty research. Be like, Back to the Future. Where we're going, we don't need roads. Seems like that's the road he took. 1993. Peak point and click gaming year. No, I've never heard of that. Dad told me he owes his success as a scientist to living by this philosophy. Eventually I'm gonna have to find a bunch of new adventure games because I'm plowing through so many of the ones that I've been wanting to play here these past couple of years. It's a hanging scroller, Kakejiku. Is it a talisman? It's a Japanese custom to decorate the alcove with art and writing.
それはロレインの
母さんの仏壇。まだホームから遺体が届いてませんけど。
遺体をビヨンドへ入れるには手続きが非常に難しいんだ。
母さんも日系人だから仏壇に。
ロレインが死んだのは俺の責任だ。彼女は助けを求めてきた。俺を頼って。しかし俺は彼女を追い返した。辛かったんだ。
でも母さんは幸福だったはずです。あなたに会えて。それが何よりもの慰め。
Such a good flower. I try not to replay games too often on the stream. That way I can keep getting to all the stuff I've never played before. It's actually the Hojo family altar. I never imagined I'd need to use it for this so soon. I guess I could use CG makeup on me when I'm on camera. Do I seem that different? No, you're even more beautiful in real life. Let's look at these. I'm surprised Ed's not perving out. What would you like to know? Let's see what we got. I think this is all the same. Thankfully except for this. It's a copy, so don't tell anyone at Tokugawa about it, okay? Yes, of course not. I promise. Yeah, super old, 93. Feeling wrinkly. No, I think the lighting smooths me out a bit. So I look better on a postage stamp size camera on Twitch than I do in real life. These are important-ish. Is that the Triforce? Alright. This is, it's in the manual. It must be used for some kind of passcode or something. Date you. I'm a titty man myself. Let's see what this one says. Yeah, the manual has like, it has a lot of these, and I'm not sure exactly what they're for, but it seems important because it is in the manual. The manual's in all Japanese though, so it's one of those things I just gotta hold my phone up and it makes sense of whatever the translator cranks out. Dosan Saido, the Nadeshiko, or fringed pink. It says he was the one who originally made this flower into a crest. Yasu Tokugawa, the Tokugawa Aoi, or hollyhock leaves. It says this became the Matsudaira family crest from their relationship with the Kamo shrines, and was later inherited by Tokugawa. So we have them to thank for that eyesore of a logo. Toshie Maeda, the Kaga Umebachi, or Kaga plum blossom. Maeda designed this to stand out from all the other plum crests that were around at the time. Some people think he was a descendant of the Sugihara clan. That's what I heard anyway. Mitsunari Ishida, the Kuyo. It says the Kuyo were heavenly bodies originally used for fortune telling in ancient India. This looks somewhat familiar. Yeah, nothing comes to mind. Let's see what this one says. Nagamasa Asai. Kenhana Bishi inside Mitsumori Kyuko. Or flower diamonds inside 3 tortoise shells. This is from the Itsukushima Shrine in Hiroshima Prefecture. It came from the shape of a large boulder in front of a subordinate shrine. Or so I heard. Let's see what this one says. Hideki Kobayakawa. The crest of the Kotori clan, originating from the Kotori Shrine in Chiba Prefecture. The Kotori Shrine also uses the Goshi Chinokiri, a Paulownia flower pattern. Imagine Hojo is like locked up in a cage somewhere, being tortured and screaming, and I'm like going through all this bullshit, this irrelevant nothing. Or so I heard. Someone please help me. Oh, I'm investigating. Son Hojo, the Hojo Oroku, or scales. It says the scales came from a dragon. This isn't my father's family crest. Even though his family name is Hojo, it's not the actual crest he uses. This is speaking in general terms. You know, there's a legend about this crest's origin. One night, the regent of Kamakura, Tokemasu Hojo, went to pray at the prosperity of his descendants, Inoshima, when a half-human, half-snake woman appeared before him and gave him 3 scales. He tried to ensure that prosperity by making the scales into his family crest. So these are snake scales? Takatsuna Sasaki, the Meiyui. This belongs to the Omi Genji clan, of which Sasaki was a member. It's supposed to represent a dying pattern. That's what I heard anyway. Get me and walk away. I think all we needed to do in here really was get that ID. But let's see. I'd be flipping these mats over, man. What's on the floor? They're tatami mats. You lay them on the floor of the Japanese-style rooms, or washitsu, like this one. These ones aren't real straw, though. They smell nice. They say tatami mats have become more popular as a result of the eco-boom. Give me an idea. Is this adjustable glass? That's shoji glass. It's made to resemble shoji. It's another high-tech glass that lets you control the amount of light that passes through it. The shoji are Japanese screens or doors made out of Japanese paper called washi. Get me out of here. I feel like I'm done. I've emotionally completed this home. Do we really need to find out what kind of guy Hoji is? Maybe... Wait, what? Your hair is even more vibrant off camera. Keeping long hair is hard work in space. Yeah, I haven't seen many women with long hair here. It explodes under weightlessness. A lot of froze. People say it's my most attractive feature, so the station kind of insists I keep it long. There's even an insurance policy on it. Now I've heard of everything. Well, then that must mean I can look at stuff like... What are those? These are medical bracelets. My doctor told me that these will prevent post-op rejection and also lower my chances of getting graft versus host disease. They don't act against my hematopoietic stem cells, so they won't make my condition worse. I want Kojima to say that shit. Those bracelets have come into style lately. You get all sorts of them nowadays. One of their advantages is, unlike a drug, you don't have to worry about forgetting to take it. The designs have gotten better over the years as well. This must be one of the DDS systems we've heard of. Tell me more about your lips. Camera doesn't do you justice. Tell me more about your nose. You look just like your mother when she was your age. Tell me about it. Well, I am her daughter. Tell me about your eyeball. Your eyebrow. Tell me about your one earring that I can see. It's an honor to meet you in person like this, Karen. I'm used to being looked at through a camera, but I feel kind of embarrassed when people stare at me in person. Tell me about your elbow. Totally feels like I'm back home with Lorraine. Let's see. So there must be something new that I can say. Ask about... I guess it's probably just these, right? Maybe something new got added. Don't really know what he did. He would kind of watch out, yeah. I'd say his work is his real hobby. I suppose he's your typical Tokugawa employee. Mom probably wasn't satisfied with that kind of husband. Is that it? Because I think that was new. Don't tell me that was it. This is the one thing that's kind of frustrating in the game. Like, I feel like I've read enough. Oh man, not the vocal cord parasites. What kind of weird horse shit was that? I did enjoy the burger lore, the hamburger lore in that game. No, it can't be easy for you being here, but we have to get a handle on what Hojo was up to. Whatever, he does such weird things in his games. I don't hate it. But it would be embarrassing if someone caught you playing that kind of thing. Okay, something's missing here. Maybe I lost something in the chaos couch. Feel free to take a seat if you want. Oh, it's not letting me. Ridiculous. Hold on. Chaos couch. Is it here? No, I think it's just chaos system. Boing. Chaos couch. You could have, called it something else, like anything other than chaos couch, for a couch that adapts to your body's needs. Something's missing. I think it's just maybe talking. Either that or I'm not clicking on something in his study, but I did get the ID. It's copy, don't tell anyone. Wait, hold on. Wait. She did talk about his CDs. I didn't check those out, did I? Yeah, oh yeah, okay. Oh man, are some of these video games? Is that the little Linux penguin thing in the bottom right? These are the CD shelves. This is Dad's hobby. Listening to music is probably his favorite thing in the world, besides work. I can see why, with this setup, he must enjoy it a great deal. He's got almost every genre you can imagine here. CDs are an antique media nowadays. Right. But Dad doesn't like the quality you get online. This is some collection. Dad seems like a real audiophile. Ugh. Yeah, he's definitely putting crystals on his cables. These CDs will use 3D data codes, right? Yes, that's correct. Would you like to put something on? Oh. What is this? I think Dad's into big gaming here. The title is Polynet Warriors. Go for it, Yoshi. Written and performed by Kazuki Muraoka, with contributions from Doku Umeno. It's so quiet. Title is Home. Written and performed by Nakamura. I guess, mind if we put this on? Play it backwards. That's sad. I don't think I can back out of this without stopping. Okay. Is it for like all these? Yeah, it'd be crazy if they only used the tunes here in this section. Title is Nobody Knows. Wait, no. Is it? I've heard this. Is this the police station riff? Snatcher, One Night in Nyokobe City. Unreleased remix. I got a feeling there's a tune for every single one of these. Girls, girls, girls. Was this from the it wasn't like it wasn't a strip club, but it was the club where that lady was dancing in Snatcher? Or was it from this game? Was this actually, maybe it was from this game, from the flight attendant. Yeah, I remember honking a titty while listening to this. Yeah, absolutely. Shadows by Tappy. Oh. So I'm going through all these because not only is it kind of cool, but I think we're going to find something important here. Dear friend. Yeah, I'm going to go through them a bit quicker. Title is BCP. Okay. Yeah, because when we were talking with Karen earlier, she did mention like this is his one hobby. And so there must be some kind of clue on like what he's like. Good humor. Still walking. This feels recent. Lavender. God, there's so many of these. Yep. Uh-huh. God, Polynet Warriors again, but this one's the Decade. Too much energy. Tokugawa. Wait, no. Yeah, there's got to be something hidden away in one of these, right? That would be a very Kojima thing to do, though. You have to look at every single one of these in order to really understand what Hojo's like. And then you're allowed to leave. Nope, nope. Bike ride. Don't worry, we're almost... That's not bike ride music. Maybe if it's motorcycle. Yeah, just about halfway done. I know there's got to be something in here. And it's probably on like... Wait, is this a CD? Let me go through the rest of these. Tokyo Mambo. Mambo number 5. Mm-hmm. Too Late Blues. Alright. Fling Girls. I wonder if these are all from... Or like the majority of these are from this game. Was Snatcher the only other game Kojima was really involved in before this? Oh, is this all Fling Girls? Thank God. Home Sweet Home. Nope. Anna's Theme Part 1? Nice. Living in the real world. Yeah. This would be a pretty good soundtrack. Minus this horse shit Final Fantasy VII parade music. Yeah, just give me the chill tunes. Not made in Texas. Mist. Is this... Wait. I think that's still Mist. Past your Sunset Beach. Yeah. That feels like a Sunset Beach. Old LA 2040. Criminal Investigation Part 1. Very familiar. Wait. No, no, no. This doesn't feel like no, no, no. Magic Subway. Yeah, it feels like this gray one that's next is just an actual CD lying there. Right? This one doesn't have a title. The cover's blank. Maybe it's part of something else. I need to know what this is first. Chase. Alright, maybe I'm done with this. And I'll just check this out.
おかしいな。音楽が鳴らない。
変ね。ほんとノイズばかりね。
You better allow me to take it. Nothing but noise. Maybe I got damaged. Or maybe it's not music, dumbass. There's no title on this anywhere. It's just a bunch of noise too. Cover's blank. Maybe it's part of something else. Like maybe another one of these? No. I should be able to hope. Hold on, let me back out, and then I'll just ask her about it. You better let me talk about it. Wait, because I didn't take it. Can't show. And there's no like inventory system in this game. Wait, can I? Wall mounted plasma TV. Can I look at these up close? And set the sound map however you want, right? Yeah, that's right. You mean the 3D equalizer? That's it. 3D equalizer. The sound map automatically adjusts according to your location. It's got sensors that detect where you are. Well, I mean, femme fatale. I mean, it's beyond coast. Calling your name. Let me just look at these. Polynet Warriors. Mission 307? No. Tappy's works. Hold on, is this? I'm kind of surprised I can't take that CD. Sweet Hippo. Hold on. That's a fitting name. Arabesque. I really think this is the only one that stands out as being weird. But why can I not, if not take this, then take it as a topic to talk to her about? Can I leave now?
Karen-san, どうも役に立ちましたよ。
Was that what
カレン、すまなかった。
unlocked the ability to
私
leave?
真実を知りたい。だから約束してくださる？どんなことが分かっても父に関すること私に隠さないで教えてください。母に代わって依頼料は払います。
分かった。約束しよう。しかし金はいらない。この件はロレイン本人から頼まれたものだ。依頼人はロレインと俺本人だ。
ジョナサンって呼んでもいいかしら？
あ
ジョナサン、私さっきは言い過ぎたわ。ごめんなさい。
カレンさん、ロレインがあんなことになったんだ。あなたも安全とは言えん。何かあればすぐ BCP まで連絡してください。部下を送ります。
ありがとう。
じゃあカレン。
あ、ジョナサン、
なんだ？
あなたずっとタバコ加えてたわね。
こいつは病気なんだ。気に障ったのなら。
いえ、母からはそんな話聞いたことないから。
大丈夫。このビヨンドにいればやめるさ、きっと。
そうね。じゃあ。
失礼するよ。
Alright. It must have just been listening to the noise on that
ジョナサン、気
CD.
を落とすな。
Let me
時
leave.
間がかかるが、きっと彼女も分かってくれる。
だといいが。
Okay. Save. Before we scoot on to the next area. The hospital, I think it was. Yeah, and then hopefully we get through this pretty quick, because I do want to go back to the police station and see about trying the training mode for shooting again. When I was testing out the mouse here, I got much higher score than before. I think it was like 450 maybe, and I only have to get 550. A lot better than controller for sure.
BCCH へ行って北条の担当していた薬局員に話を聞こ
俺は病院と注射は苦手なんだが。
う。俺だってそうだ。患者じゃないんだ。気を楽に行こうぜ。しかしあの DDS の話からすると、この先注射はなくなるかもしれんぞ。
うん。そうなると困るな。
どうして？
病院を嫌う口実がなくなる。看護婦に甘える口実が減る。
たくましいやつだ。
Time to go check out the nurses.
ジョナサン、これがビヨンド1のマンモス病院、ビヨンド中央病院 BCCH だ。
でかい病院だな。
さあ、北条の手がかりを探そう。
It's the hospital sign. Beyond Coast Central Hospital, just like he said. Can I still not look at the sun? Can't get over the size of this place. You won't find a better hospital here, not just in terms of treatment facilities, but patient capacity, number of doctors and nurses, you name it. I don't know the specifics, but apparently the building was designed by some famous architect from home. Let's get in there. It's main entrance. What about this then? What's that entrance for? I'd say it looks like an employee entrance. We should go in through the front door. Doing it.
よし、
Yes.
病院に入ってみよう。BCCH のロビーだぞ。
これだけのマンモス病院だ。北条の知人を探すのも一苦労だろうな。
しかし今はそれしか道はない。気を持ち直して北条の手がかりを探そう。
Man, Ed loves saying BCCH. It's a board for people waiting for appointments or medication. A lady? Must be here waiting for something. Hey, she's pretty nice from this angle. These people won't know Hojo. Looks like another patient. Looks like he's got some kind of mental illness. Man, why you gotta talk about people like that? Check out that Chinese looking dude. He's got a hand towel tied around his head. A lot of Asians do that to keep warm. Why would anyone in their right mind be doing that? Come on, quit staring at him. Guys like him start something as soon as you make eye contact. Look away the same way you'd avoid a shady dog. Seems to be another patient. None of these people look too good. They're all patients. Those two look like they're together. Oh, that weird jump with the mouse. I don't know why it does that just rarely. I remember doing that when I was testing out the shooting. You want to talk to him? I don't like this. Oh no. Hey, you with the towel. Napoleon from Snatcher. The hell do you want? Let me guess. Friendly neighborhood law enforcement. Am I right? I could pick you out from the other side of the cylinder with those outfits. Well, my associate is. Man, is it that obvious? Name's Napoleon. I'm an informant on home. Nice to meet you. You won't get much business from me. I don't use informants. Chew. Technically, I'm on vacation anyway. Oh, that's what it was. It was Snow 9. I knew there was like something 9 from Snatcher. Came here to see if they can do something about the Snow 9 allergy of mine. Well, look at me. Damn thing's gotten worse. This place is a joke. Spaces, California, my ass. Right, well, good luck with your whatever's wrong with you. Wait a minute. That you, Gillian? Gillian Seed? What in God's name did you do to your hair, Gillian? Who? Gillian, it's me, Napoleon. Don't tell me you lost your memory again. Look, I don't know what your deal is, but you got the wrong guy, pal. Like the main character from Snatcher. My name's not Gilligan or whatever. Strange, your face. You guys could be twins. Leave him alone, Jonathan. Okay. It's the hospital's information counter. Why don't we try asking about Hojo? May we speak with you a moment?
はい、今日はどうされましたか？
いや、実
I'm
は
not here for the doctors
初
anymore.
心の方ですね。こちらのアンケート用紙に症状を詳しくご記入ください。
違うんだ。俺たちはどこも悪くはない。
俺たちはビヨンド警察のものなんだが、ちょっと聞きたいことがあるんだ。
警察の方？何でしょう？
Keisatsu. Well, we have to do it. Look at that ass. I would eat anything off that ass. And he's saying this like right in front of this lady. Damn it, Ed. Yeah, I hit that. Our wingman. I said that out loud, didn't I? You haven't changed either. Don't fight it, Ed. Go with it. I'm sure she'd just love to turn around and see what that look on your face. Do I talk to the ass? Hold on. Would you look at that? God damn. God damn, that's hot. Show a little control when we're out. Please don't be a butterface. Please don't be a butterfly. Will she turn around? Butterface? Hey you. You mind turning around a second? Might be a man. She's busy at the moment. I can help you instead. Give it a rest, will you? She's pretty cute too. She looks like she's calculating a bill for somebody. I can't even look at the computer? Or that? Whatever. You there! Do you not want to speak with me for some reason? I'm investigating. Hold on, I think I see like 1 pixel of under tit. Let me look at your nose. She's cute. I wouldn't mind getting a shot from her. Smart idea putting girls like these out front. It's your tag. Damn, don't have a clear view. I don't know what term was actually used in Japanese, but it is probably a similar meaning. Like, or probably just something basic, like please don't be ugly. Let's see what we got going on here. This calls for action. Here we go. Excellent. Peak gaming. Well, well, well. Look at what you've been hiding. You feeling alright? You're shaking. Look at you standing on your tiptoes. God damn embarrassment. I could stand like this all day for an eyeful of those. No. Oh no. Bouncy bounce. What's wrong with you? Hang on, gotta double check something. Okay. This is murder on my calves. Better take a break. You only get that kind of animation. Quality animation with the Saturn. I guess the bouncing was toned down for the PS1. Look at them lips. Okay. Okay, we're done.
実は人を探してるんだが、北条健三という人物だ。徳川製薬のプロパーで、この病院にもよく出入りしているらしいんだが。
徳川製薬のプロパーの方ですか？
知らないか。
プロパーの方は関係者用の通用口から出入りしますのでわかりません。
誰ならわかる？
そういう件でしたら当病院の理事長に相談されては。
理事長ね。
どちらにせよ理事長の許可が必要ですから。
Please give a short list of things I can ask about. Please. We're talking like 5 and under. Oh, thank God. Got scared. He would have been here a number of times. You honestly don't know him? I'm sorry, but I don't remember meeting him. I only deal with patients. I don't know anything about sales reps from Tokugawa or anywhere else. Where do we go to see the director? The director can be found in the director's office. Why do I feel like an idiot? What's the director like? She's young. She's young and extremely charming. Of course, she used to be a model, so that's to be expected. She, the director's a woman? We all love her here. She's got brains and beauty, and she's famous too. Okay. This is the largest hospital on Beyond. We've also been designated as one of the colony's emergency response facilities in the event of an accident or disaster. In addition, our organ transplantation technology is the most advanced in the world. We're well known even on Earth. Many people come all the way from Earth just to receive treatment here. It's easy to obtain organs here on Beyond. It's easier to obtain organs here on Beyond than is on home, you see. Why is that? We've established a centralized organ distribution network and transplant coordination system here. There still isn't a consensus between countries on Earth on how to handle the organ issue. You have to go through a lot of red tape to get anywhere there. The first floor consists of outpatient examination rooms, while the second floor and above contain patient rooms and ORs. There's also a zero-G treatment ward located in the center of the colony. We have approximately 800 doctors working in 25 departments. The hospital is about as perfect as any hospital could be, but with its size, technology, and management. So, is there a name I can put to this beautiful face? Are you trying to hit on me? Destiny has obviously brought us together for some reason we've yet to understand. I'm just trying to get to know you, that's all. Those lines will get you nowhere, buddy. If you were hospitalized here, I suppose you might get to know me a little then. So is that a no? Would I be treated by nurses as breathtaking as you? Of course. You get the very best care. But they wouldn't be indulging in any fantasies of yours, I'm afraid. She'd make sure you got all male nurses. That's enough of that. We're representing the police here. He didn't seem to mind when we were flipping her titties around. Where's the director's office? At the end of Block B here on the first floor. I'll let her know you're coming. If you follow the green line, that'll take you straight there. That's enough with that. Wait. Oh, okay. So we're all done. Show Hojo? Let me think. I'm sorry, I still don't recall seeing anyone like that. He certainly isn't a patient here. That's a really old picture. That's from before I was born. Okay, I think I'm good. Yeah, I played the trilogy of the Ace Attorney games that came out a while back, the remaster, whatever you call it. I feel like the games, like for me, they got less interesting with each new game, but I did like the first one. Like, I liked them all okay, but maybe it's just because it was a lot of the same-ish kind of thing. Maybe one of these days I'll get around to playing the first one on stream, because it's been a while. Yeah, I think I did really like the first one, but the second and third was just like, eh.
あなたたちが刑事さんね。受付から連絡もらったわ。
あなたがこの病院の理事長？
そうよ。女だとは思わなかった？
いや、受付で聞いてはいたんだが。
少しホームなまりがあるな。
私は BCCH 理事長のクリス・ゴドウィンです。
私は BCP 風紀課のエド・ブラウン。
俺はジョナサン・イングナム。OLA で。
ああ、そうだ。やっぱりそうだわ。
Finally someone knows me.
どこかで見た顔だと思った。あなたたちポリスノーツのエドとジョナサン？
どうして？
私よ。覚えてないかしら？一度少女雑誌のカバーを一緒に撮影したでしょ？もう30年も前だけど。
おう、あのモデルのクリスちゃん？そうか、女らしくなって。
あのクリスか？モデルか。受付でも言ってたな。
もうすっかりおばちゃんよ。そうね、あなたたちなの。会えて嬉しいわ。で、どんな要件
She's gonna do that movie thing where she crosses her legs. Oh boy! Yes, she did. What's this? It's potpourri. Has a lavender fragrance. I get it sent to me by a friend on home. Go ahead and smell it. Yeah. It does smell like lavender. What do we got here? Beyonds. It's a cover of a teen magazine from 30 years ago. That's her. They got us and the other Policenauts on the front. Seeing you guys brings back so many memories. I remember how cute you were, Chris. Yeah, real cute. I would have been 14 then. That was me before I lost everything. I was just a kid back then myself. This guy looks so sinister. Yeah. Tokugawa. He never smiles for the camera. There's Gates, Mr. Popular. Here's Salvatore. He always joked around when we did pictures like this. Is this the October 2013 issue? The magazine had the largest circulation on Beyond at the time. It's called Beyonds. It's a general interest magazine. Bum bum.
クリスの子供？
それは他人の子供よ。
君の子供じゃないの？
ジョナサン、よせ。
What's the big deal?
悪かった。
Is that your baby? This is somebody else's. It's a newborn baby. I don't even remember his name. And why is he up there? You seem a little sad for someone your age. I was 19 if I remember right. Uh-huh. I get it. What are all these papers? I've got things like my medical license and the hospital's accreditation up there. There are documents hanging all over the walls. This place really feels like a director's office. These are books on organ transplantation. It's my area of expertise. I wrote a few of them myself. They're really old though. I'm probably the only doctor on the colony who keeps so much paper media around. How could anyone understand this stuff? You're amazing, Chris. Is this a fireplace? Yeah, but I don't use it. You're not allowed to use fireplaces on Beyond. It's just for decoration. This is marble, isn't it? Pretty extravagant decoration. Sweet chair. Nice chair. Better be. I spend half my life sitting on it. Really? How big are these?
小型の採血マイクロマシンよ。このマスキート、プログラムがいかれちゃって制御できないの。ようやくさっき回収したのよ。
I can tell you more about it if you're interested. Yeah, we learned a little bit about that in Hojo's office. This type of medical micro machine is used on the colony for drawing blood. I can tell you more about it if you're interested. We have to acknowledge it. I can smell. Wait, damn it. Well, I can tell you they're not as nice as they used to be. Certainly nothing compared to any young girl out there. I wish she'd keep them in one place. Smell. It's a nice smell. It's the same as that potpourri, isn't it? Yeah, it's a lavender perfume. I just hate the smell of drugs. That's the only reason I wear it. You get about as many people wearing fragrances here as you do smoking cigarettes. Nothing wrong with it either. You have a fantastic body. Those look absolutely delicious. I go to zero-G salons and spend time in the zero-G ward, so gravity hasn't had its way with me too much. You really gotta watch your words around this guy. It's just asking for trouble. Of course. Boy, are they the elephant in the room. We're two baby elephants. Don't listen to Jonathan, kids. You get in trouble. Hold on, let me smell the titties before I... Suits you perfectly. May I? I wouldn't mind playing doctor myself for a minute here. like how is this going down? What, with these? You actually did it. Welcome to my world. Kojima. Welcome to my world. Get out of here, guy. I simply can't get over how beautiful you are, Chris. You've aged like a fine wine. You're a sweet guy, Jonathan. I must say you're just as charming as when we shot that photo. Alright.
実は行方不明になったある人物の足取りを追っている。王城健三という。
王女？聞かないわね。ここの患者なの？
I know she's
そ
lying.
の男、徳川製薬のプロパーなんだ。徳川製薬でこの病院に薬を卸してるって聞いたんだ。
ここの薬関係の担当者を紹介してもらえないか。
ああ、それなら薬局の薬剤師に聞けばわかるはずよ。ここの薬の管理はすべて彼に任してるから。それで？
Banning Kojima. Yeah, like how is it? I'm just walking up to people and just like honking on their titty balls and then moving on to serious questions. Was it like Quiet from Phantom Pain? He's like, when you learn about her, you will be ashamed of your words and your deeds. He clearly wasn't ashamed. A weird dude. So you don't know anything at all about Hojo. The littlest thing could help. Like, of course she would know about this guy. He's like the head research guy from Tokugawa and working with people over here. Now, this is the first I've heard of him. I'm sorry. He would have mainly dealt with the pharmacist when he was here. You have your own pharmacy here? Beyond has the same medical system you find in Japan, where a doctor can also serve as pharmacist. When people get their prescription in a hospital, they receive their medication from its pharmacy. We have our own pharmacy since there's no separation between prescribing and dispensing in our medical industry. I don't know her. Like, of course she would know the top guy. Right? Even if she's, like, not super familiar. The profit margin, asterisk, for drugs here is astronomical. Doctors rake in an extra 20 to 30% by dispensing themselves. Hospitals and drug companies make a killing in this system because the price of drugs for patients is so high. One of the reasons Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals has become so successful is because it lobbied for the implementation of the Japanese system on Beyond in the early days of the colony. Yeah. I'm just trying to imagine the first time like Kojima was playing this on his own and he realized you could honk a titty. He's like, oh, I was joking when I said put that in there. Oh, this is incredible. Profit margin. There's so much stuff now in that encyclopedia. Plus there's the fact that people here prefer to take a drug for something even if they don't actually need it. All this has led to overprescription, a high drug profit margin, and a medical industry that benefits doctors and hospitals instead of patients. Personally, I'm against doing things this way. We should be working on separating the industry like places on home. But as a businesswoman, it's great for us. The hospital wouldn't be where it is today without the system. Yeah, I get all that. But what about the pharmacist? Oh yeah, the pharmacist. You mean Jun Ishida. Ishida? What can you tell us about this Ishida? Jun Ishida is an employee of Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals assigned to us here at the hospital. He can be a bit of an odd character, but he gets the job done. He works for Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals. We have an important relationship with Tokugawa. A number of their employees work there. You can never just shut them out. He's in Nisei Beyond. He hasn't got much of a personality, really. None of them do. I only talk to him when it's work related. I only said it for the lulz. I bet it was a situation where, like, at least here in the early games, he'd be like, oh yeah, I was totally just joking about that. I didn't think he'd actually put it in, even though I kept bugging you about it. Mm-hmm. Oh, she's totally got like a bunch of half-dead people she's harvesting organs from. Where's the pharmacy located? Through the door there. The two rooms were originally one. It's a little inconvenient, I know. We split this room up, and that's where we put the pharmacy. The windows are out in the hall, of course. You make sure no one steals anything, huh? I guess you could say that. We're planning on moving it soon since it's been a pain having it like this for so long. So how did the first Miss Teen Beyond wind up in charge of the colony's biggest hospital? I quit modeling 20 years ago. My parents were doctors here. But then they were killed in a spaceplane disaster. That's when I inherited this place. I'd gone to medical school, and this was the only thing they left me. I'm always busy with something, whether it's here or somewhere else. Yeah, the only thing my parents left me was the largest hospital on the space colony. You married, Chris? Nope. I've never had much time for relationships with work. I've devoted my life to my career. cutthroat world of teenage beauty pageants. Yeah, look at her now. Oh man, you know, she showed that mosquito that was sucking blood. I bet that thing's sucking my blood right now. Guy stopped showing any interest in me a long time ago anyway. I find that very, very hard to believe. You saying you'd be interested? So whose child is that in the photo? Son of a friend. Oh no, I hear my furnace firing up. Perfect. Thought I had it turned off before the stream. Before I forget, I don't mind when you say things like that to me, but leave that poor receptionist alone. She knows? Okay, you heard about that already? You must have more important things to talk about than me, don't you? Well... yes, in my basement boiler. No, it's just the HVAC system. It's not too loud. I don't think you can probably hear it that much, but I usually, that's one of the things on my checklist I forgot to check off. Was to turn the thing off before streams so that I can freeze to death while I play these old games. My main job is running the hospital, but since my area of expertise is organ transplantation, I help out a little with that as well. For instance, I'm a consultant for the Beyond Coast Organ Distribution Network, the Beyond Coast Organ Procurement Network, and various other transplant groups. Yeah, she's probably harvesting from all sorts of people. I also volunteer as a psychiatric nurse, working between transplant coordinators, donors, and recipients. Okay. Are organ transplants really that important in space? Yeah, they're absolutely essential to us. Space's environment has massive effects on the human body, what with the weightlessness and cosmic rays. We still aren't ready for transplanting artificial organs. All medical science can do at the moment is transplant them from other people. Oh man, it opened up a whole bunch more shit. What are the dangers of organ transplants? In the past, the biggest problem was post-op rejection, but we've overcome that with the development of Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals' immunosuppressant cyposloidine, as well as mass transplants, which don't trigger rejection. Remember to cover third eye on the checklist. I got so much weird stuff on my checklist, I take all the shit with my name on it off the wall from behind me. I got make sure all the poops and peas are out. Obviously make sure stuff's on, except, you know, important things like making sure the mic isn't muted. That was not on the list. Make sure I have clothes on. Make sure I'm not too stinky, even though you can't smell it. Ugh. Oh yeah, I don't really need the heat on while I'm streaming, because the stream itself keeps the room warm enough, usually. Smell me through the camera. I don't know, some people you can smell through the camera. I hope not to get to that point. Remove the lamp from the filter in the dryer. Make sure the stove is off. What are mass transplants? It's a revolutionary procedure that's eliminated rejections in recipients. With it, we're able to mask the organ's HLA class 1 antigens before transplantation. I'm not too familiar with it, but with its introduction, the number of organ transplants has risen dramatically. Oh yeah, I have to make sure the window's closed too. because it gets loud out there. Too much crap. The success rates of transplants have gone up, while the side effects of immunosuppressants have gone down. We've made countless advances in procedures, preservation methods, and tissue compatibility tests over the years. Technologically speaking, we've cleared every hurdle. The only real problem would be the shortage of donors. You make your own donors. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I tell you, this is the best time of year for streaming though, because it gets so hot in summer. So I try to remember to turn off the heat during the winter streams, I too have to turn off the cooling during the summer streams. Never forget the Banjo-Kazooie streams where it was like 90 degrees and the game's already hurting me. We finally established a consensus for determining brain death after the turn of the century, but a number of issues have allowed a donor shortage to continue. We have the technology, but it's useless without enough donors. Karen's waiting for a donor herself. You really have AC over there? I need it where I'm at. It doesn't get too hot. But yeah, I think at the end of that Banjo, like the final Banjo stream, it was like 90 degrees in my room. Hand sweat, ball sweat, everything sweat, a lot of shine. And really with a game like this, I don't even think you can hear it in the background because the music's always going. Artificial organs. Yeah, what about using artificial organs? I thought they had that kind of technology. We're a long way from developing organs that can be used long term. Function is a complete replacement for the failed organ, and be small enough to be inserted into the body. We do have machine organs and bio organs, but the only replacements that can currently be classified as complete are artificial bones, teeth, and a type of blood used exclusively for transporting oxygen. You're talking about the artificial blood AP uses. There's machines that can function as supplementary hearts, kidneys outside the body, but there are problems with internalizing them. The most advanced artificial kidney I can ever see us developing is continuous ambulatory dialysis. Yeah, boiled toast. Yuck, not for the next couple months. Next couple months I'll be streaming in peace. Yeah, because the vent is like right behind the mic and you really can't pick up anything there. But it's usually with these like the text parsers when there's really no music. That's why it's nice having games like this where you can hear things. Are there any organs you could never replace? I'd say the liver, the pancreas, and the gastrointestinal organs. There are hybrid types in development that combine organic tissue and synthetic materials, but they're still testing them on animals right now. The only place you'll find cyborgs for now are movies and video games and the like. Can't play God at everything, perhaps. For now. Which organs are affected by cosmic rays? The ones with rapid cell division rates are affected the most. For instance, bone marrow, lymphatic tissue, the mucosal epithelium of the digestive tract, the reproductive organs. Again, why is anyone living in space? It doesn't seem like a good place to hang out. It's like guaranteed organ failure. That's what happened to Karen. Then come the kidneys, the liver, the lungs, the skin, the blood vessels. Earth smells too much like ball sweat. I think maybe that's what it was. Maybe it was too much pollution or something. The effects on sperm and fetuses are the most pronounced. Yeah, I know about that. You had to avoid conceiving for at least 6 months before returning from space before. Time frame's been reduced, but amphibians still have to be careful with that. You mentioned brain death. Brain death is different from persistent vegetative state. In persistent vegetative state, the cerebral cortex stops functioning, while the brain stem continues to work normally. Some people differentiate between total brain death and brain stem death, but in both cases the brain stem, which basically speaking regulates the body's life support system, stops functioning. There are many criteria involved in determining brain death. Why are we talking about this? We're looking for some dude? Well, I'm glad you can't hear it. Hear the breathing. It's all I have to do is it's just like lifting up that cutoff point where you can't hear sounds below a certain level. The thing is, like, sometimes I speak pretty quiet, and so some of the quieter parts of my speech might get clipped off. So I'd rather have you hear me breathing a bit than make me sound like a robot. Yeah. I don't know, it's worked well enough. Yeah, I don't have... I forget what it's called. The gate and something else. It's set right now to where it just really reduces the sound below a certain level. It's not completely cut off. And I think that's why you could still pick up some very light noises. I could just set it as a gate. I think it's just a button there. Before, these varied from country to country, but we now have a worldwide consensus for declaring a person brain dead. That's great. Donation of organs or tissue from a brain dead individual is based on the doctrine of informed consent from either the individual, when still mentally competent, or the individual's family or caregiver. Okay. Nobody hears my farts. I hold them in so they get absorbed back into the body. That's where my best ideas come from. Yeah, I could fart around with the OBS settings too. It sounds okay. It's really just like having a game that has actual audio to help cover that stuff up. That's what I need. Makes the gurgle noises on the way up. Pro streamer sequence. Well, at least you can't hear when I go into my piss jug midstream. That's why I never take breaks. I don't need them. Bone marrow transplants. It doesn't have anything to do with our investigation, but how complex is the procedure as a bone marrow transplant? Bone marrow transplant, well, all transplants are complex procedures, but bone marrow transplants in particular. You can't perform the transplant without a donor whose HLA matches the recipient's. Everything depends on them matching. Only the piss jug. Not the dump bucket. The problem doesn't hinge on the procedure itself as much as finding a donor. Yeah, whenever you see me like doing like that, you think I'm just like stretching, doing something else too. We know someone who's waiting for a bone marrow transplant. Do they have any siblings? None. In that case, it won't be easy. You need a donor with matching HLA. You can't do the transplant otherwise. You look impressed, Jonathan. I guess. Gamer chair is actually the toilet. I wouldn't do that to my chair. This thing's expensive. The problem doesn't hinge on the procedure itself as much as finding a donor. Alright. mosquitoes. It's a mosquito-type robot developed by Tokugawa Heavy Industries and Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals. It's designed for drawing blood from people and animals and administering shots. With this, you can draw blood without the subject feeling a thing. It can also be used for donating blood. They've received a lot of criticism, but these guys are one of the reasons we've been able to prevent... I don't know, that seems like an AIDS spreader. Or like any kind of bloodborne disease. Just a bunch of these mosquitoes going around popping needles in people? An old toilet paper post. They fly by flapping their wings. They were designed through biomechanics. I don't know the details. We saw a hologram of it at Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals. I knew it'd get out. It's gonna suck on our titties. I know it. I know Kojima.
壁に止まったわ。そっと捕まえて、外に出すと大変だわ。
どうやって？カーソルでクリックするんだ。慎重にな。
I don't know what I'm doing. All I know is, wouldn't be good for these things to be going around sucking and pumping blood. I didn't even have to do it.
私の鼻に。
クリス、じっとしてるんだ。動かないように。
早くして。
Slapping her with something. Here, just... Whoops, I'm missing. I'm sorry.
また逃げられた。
Come on.
ダメ。早く捕まえて。
美味しいところに泊まりやがった。
ジョナサン、俺に任せろ。
断る。俺が頼まれたんだ。
こいつ、また逃げられるのがオチだ。
二人とも早く捕まえてよ。
Yeah, Kojima made me do it. Oh, it...
そう、また逃げられた。
下手くそ。
刺されたわ。
Come on, titty. Yes.
やだ。こんなところに。
おお、今度は胸だ。
5章だから。
Couldn't be animating the whole body. Why
俺の役目だ。
doesn't she slap it?
俺は人生を恨むよ。
くそー、また逃げられた。
ジョナサン、真面目にやれ。
Of
お願
course.
い。
Two
早く
titties.
捕まえて。
くそー、また逃げられた。
At this point, it's just gonna go straight up her ass.
お願い。早く捕まえて。
Do I just have to, like, be super quick?
くそー、また逃げられた。
Wait, is it looping? Hold
ジョ
on.
ナサン、真面目にやれ。
It's just
お願
going
い。
titty,
早く
titty.
捕まえて。
I think I have to throw my whole body onto her. It's like, it's moving as soon as I as I hover
ジョナ
over
サ
it.
ン、真面目にやれ。
Yeah, it is weird with the eye just moving around.
早く捕まえて。
You gotta slap where you know it's gonna be next. That's the... Got her. I mean it.
やった、触った触った。
ありがとう、ジョナサン。
いや、こんなことならいつでも。
ジョナサン、
Thank you,
お前
Kojima.
な、後で感想を聞かせろよ。
本当におかしな人たちね、ポリスノーツさん。まるでバディ映画から抜け出たみたい。
まあ、大事に至らなくてよかった。
そうね。さあ、これからどうするお二人さん。
I think that was the first time in the game we've been forced to touch a titty. The other Was it 2 times? That was optional, but encouraged. Am I still talking with her? Let me smell her first. I thought we were talking about something. Doctor, go ahead. Okay, no, we got through all these. This is a photo of Hojo. I may have met him before, I'm not sure though. Did you see him when he was alive? He looks like your typical serious Tokugawa employee. Wow, I remember this photo. Look at you, you're all so young and handsome. Okay, I think we're done? Oh, yep. Pharmacy next. Maybe she's paralyzed. She can just move from the neck up.
じゃあ薬局を見せてもらうよ。
Yeah, I think
ど
we're
うぞ、そこの扉よ。
completely done with this area.
あ、ジョナサン、
なんだい？
そのタバコ、なんとかならない？
これか？
医者としては黙認できないんだけど。
香水好きの女性としてなら黙認できるだろう。
オッケーよ。脅迫がうまいわね。
Okay, oh.
男と女の駆け引きさ。
What a
何の用だいあんたら
doofus.
薬なら窓口で。
心配はいらない。俺たちは BCP のものだ。理事長の許可は得ている。
警察？
石田さんでしょ？薬局の責任者の。
はあ、僕が石田純だけど、一応ここの薬局を任されてるけど、で、どんな要件なんだい？
Yeah, she said she caught that mosquito herself and then for some reason let it out of her purse. This guy reminds me of Napoleon, I think, from Snatcher. Can we say this is an ugly tie too? Wait, hold on. What's that I smell? You mean like a rat? No, I mean, what on earth is that stench? Guess it's the drugs. You really think it smells in the air? What do you want, officers? It's a one-touch quick tie. Young people today are more about function than form. It's made with shape memory alloy fiber. Is it like the T1000 in tie form? You can tie the knot simply by running a low voltage electric current through it. The group makes everyone wear a tie. Kinda old-fashioned if you ask me. They give you that? No, this is mine. They specify the color we have to wear. At least he's better off than what's-his-face. So what'd you want to see me about? At least it's not an ugly tie this time. Alright. Hold on. It's Tokugawa employee ID. You can't move about any Tokugawa facility or use any of our equipment without one of these. Talk about a bitch. The guard at Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals pointed it out too. So what can I help you with? I probably shouldn't show him the badge that I got. This is the crest. You want to be sure people remember who you work for, huh? Everything changes when you see this. So what'd you want to see me about? Nothing, just take these drugs. Look at all the drugs in this place. We got almost all the hospital's drugs here. I take them over to the window whenever someone needs something. Fair point. God, there's so many weird things in that encyclopedia by now. How do you manage so many? That terminal there, not something you see every day, huh? We handle all data by computer there. Can we keep the chit-chat to a minimum and get down to it, officers? So there should be a record of the 100 or so things that Hojo brought in on the 15th, right? Got one of those real Japanese faces. So what can I help you with? Come on, something short.
今日伺ったのは徳川製薬の北条健三氏に関してなんだが。
北条さん、あの人が何か？
行方不明なんだ。
そうなの。そういえばここんとこ見なかったな。
知ってるんだな。
知ってます。
What kind of person is Hojo? I couldn't tell you much about him. We only know each other through work. He's a traditional Japanese type of guy, different from Beyonds like me. It's not like him to just disappear. You might say he's just a little too serious and that turns people off. For something like this to happen, we aren't that close, we've always stuck to business. Oh. K9, it's Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals' newest DDS, a capsule that's distributed through the body, even in weightlessness. How does it work? It uses the difference in osmotic pressure between the areas of the body to control the release of a drug. Gravity doesn't play a factor at all. Hojo was bringing samples of it over. I wonder if that's what I got from Lorraine. Is it that big a development? Yep. Well, something that uses osmotic pressure isn't that new. But the one in K9 is by far the most effective. May we take a look at the K9 you have here? Unfortunately, there's none left. Any idea what might have happened to him? Not really, he's not the type to take off like that. But a number of the terrestrials who come here end up going a little screwy and skip out. The rate of mental illness here is several times higher than the bases in Antarctica. The guy at Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals brought that up too. I'm a Beyond, so I don't get it. It's been a good while since the last time he was here. I wonder what happened to him. Dead. Have you tried checking spaceplane passenger lists? If he hasn't left Beyond, something real bad must have happened to him. It's harder for someone to stay hidden here than on home. Close to impossible, really. Maybe he really did go back home. No one ever stays missing for long here. This is a colony. They find you sooner or later. K9's a capsule that uses osmotic pressure to control a drug's release. Oh wait, already did that one. The last time they met. When's the last time you saw Hojo? Let me think. It was the last K9 delivery, so that would have been the 15th. Delivery? I thought K9 wasn't on the market yet. They're only samples for data gathering.
その日の北条は？
あの時は K9 を3セット持ってきて。
Dead?
ちょっと待った。3セットだって。徳川製薬のホワイトボードには100セットって書いてあったぞ。
そんなバカな。ただのサンプルですよ。100セットもどうするんです？患者に配るんですか？発売前の薬を。
なるほど。おかしいな。残りの97セットはどこへ？彼に変わったところは？
そういえば何か怯えていたような。いつもは冷静な人なんだけど感情的だったな。これから徳川会長に会ってくるって本人はそう言ってましたよ。
I thought someone was gonna shoot this guy before he told us anything. But the music changed. Anything else? He definitely acted different, but that's all that comes to mind. It's a worry for me too, we haven't finished the K9 study yet. The company won't talk to me, then the hospital's been on my case about it. This thing's all kinds of trouble. At least now I know why Hojo hasn't been around. Tokugawa?
徳川会長。あの貞興か。
会長は僕らには雲の上の存在だよ。面識もほとんどない。でも北条さんは違ってたな。よく会長に食事に招待されてたみたいだから。会長は大の日本人びいきなんだ。
相変わらずレイシストだな。
昔からあいつはそうだった。人種に偏見を持っていた。
北条さんのこと会長なら何か知ってるかもね。
I've never spoken with him at length. We chatted briefly when I joined the company, but that's about it. You hear stories about him, but you can't always believe what you hear. We certainly don't have a direct relationship or anything. Oh, damn it. Come on, baby. Come on. Me? Not much to say, really. I was born and raised on Beyond. Graduated from university here, got my pharmacist license, then joined Tokugawa. Yeah, I noticed you don't have a home accent. We still don't have a separation of the medical industry on Beyond. Pharmacists like me aren't held in very high regard here. Our only options are to join either a company or a hospital pharmacy. Fortunately for me, I was able to join Tokugawa since I'm a Nisei. But then they go and send me to this damn hospital. Fucking insult. What does my life story have to do with Hojo? I bet the folks on home would be surprised to hear about what goes on here. The only ones who benefit from this system are people like Tokugawa and the doctors. They pump Beyonds full of drugs they don't need, and those fools are happy to keep paying for them. The more drugs we dish out, the more drug companies and hospitals make. Not to mention the insurance companies. That's the way the whole system's designed. Then this is what happens to guys like me.
なんだか徳川に不満があるようだね。
不満？そりゃあるさ。俺は北条さんとは違う。
徳川の人間でも不満はあるのか。
徳川には徳川にしかわからない内部事情があるんだ。
They stick pharmacies in the hospitals purely for the money. Who'd want to spend their life working in a place like this? I wonder if it opened up... Wait. We never looked at this. Tokugawa's whereabouts.
佐渡沖にはどこに行けば会える？
会長なら徳川ビルにいるよ。コロニーの支柱が徳川グループのシンボリックビルになってるんだ。通常は支柱プロップって呼ばれてる。会長はいつもそこにいるはずだよ。
そのプロップなら知ってる。ビヨンドで有数の名所だ。
エド、そこへ行ってみよ
う。Okay. So it looks like we got a new area. It's the headquarters of the Tokugawa group on Beyond. It supports a set of the colony's surface stripes and windows. Figuratively, if not literally. I'm hardly ever there, got no reason to. If you're heading that way, be sure and ask about Hojo. That's where he met with the president that day. Yeah, that's Hojo, that his wife. Yeah, I know that. That's President Tokugawa in the middle. I feel like I'm done here. Except for this sweet computer. This is the same thing they had at Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals, isn't it? Of course, this links the Tokugawa group via network. It's called the T-Gear 99. Everyone in the group uses it. Only Tokugawa employees can log onto it. Don't mind us, we're just gonna poke around a little. Yeah, nice try. I don't care if you are the police. If something got out, it's me who'd be on the chopping block. They didn't let us use it at Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals either. What do you expect? That's our R&D, for Christ's sake. Can I get any one of these? We've got an incredible supply here. It must really fill a lot of prescriptions. Alright, I think unless I can, like, look at his jacket. It's a lab coat. It's a lot cleaner than Victor's. Oh man, Victor was just soaked in blood. The company gives us these. You can call it a uniform, I guess. Look your pants. Reminds me of that otaku crowd. Big nerd. Okay. Should be able to... Oh, I guess we have to...
どうも。これで失礼するよ。
随分と長い間邪魔しちまったな。
Weird, you can only get...
ああ、もうこんな時間か。
時間は無駄にはならんよ。
You only
出口はそっちだ。
get through here, through the
刑事さん。
director's office. I feel like we're done with the hospital. But before wrapping up, I did want to at least give it at least one try, if not a few. With the training back at BCP, if the game allows me to get back there. Did you learn anything? You were in there for quite a while. Hold on. Hold still, there's a fly on you now. I'm sure she believes you. Oh, brother. Ooh, she's bigger than the stewardess. Okay, maybe talk about the doctor? Yeah. Did we ever talk about Tokugawa in the building? Most medical products used on Beyond are made by Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals. I'd be lying if I said we don't have some sort of relationship. We do have a business relationship, but I don't know him personally. It's the headquarters of the Tokugawa group on the colony. You should go there sometime. It's one of Beyond's most famous places. Been there a few times myself. It's an incredible place, Jonathan. Okay, hold on. I think... See ya. Okay, definitely a good time to save and then do the Mr. Save. It's a 2-stage thing. I could just save this until after the stream, but I'm paranoid that like the thing will just shut off. Never has though. Reception director's office. We have been allowed to leave. We're outside BCCH. Can you believe Chris runs this entire place? I don't envy her. Hopefully we can go back to the police station instead of having to progress through all this. Because I don't think there's any other way I can do the training. Gonna beat it in one sitting? No, I think like all the other streams of this, well, at least the YouTube long plays that I've seen are about 10 hours. And that's just with, that's not people streaming. That's people just playing the game without commentary, which would go a lot faster. Now, I'd expect this to be probably somewhere along, 14 to 16 hours maybe. Not happening. Now, let's go back here. Now, this will probably be like a 4-stream game, which is fine. Like, it's pretty chill. I don't mind a little visual novel to wrap up the year. And it's been pretty interesting. Like, I am liking it. I was joking about the piss jug. I don't have a piss jug. I just completely drained myself before the stream. I got my pre-stream shower, my pre-stream piss, maybe a dump. Then we're ready to roll for 4 to 5 hours. Vacay. No, I had a vacation, a 2-week vacation in Mexico a couple weeks ago. But no, I get the major holidays off. I'm gonna start the Piss Jug fan club. Please don't. It's like one of those old-timey alcohol jugs with the X's on them. Except it's full of piss. Okay, so now let's see if we can, if we get 550, that beats Meryl's score. We get 50 targets. You get 10 points if you shoot a bullseye. So you have to at least, even if you were perfect, you have to at least shoot one additional time on one of the targets. I'm going to see if I can just... You can shoot up to 3 times, I think, on a target if you're quick. We'll see. We'll see. Have an OLA, you can't pick up your mail there without firing off a couple shots. I thought we already went here, so I don't know why they're still talking about. You're always good at shooting, I remember. I don't think I'll be pulling the trigger out here anytime soon. I'd hope not. We don't go around shooting up places here. All this is purely for training. Let's see, the last one he did was training mode's mini circle target. Mini circles suck. I don't know if... I really don't think you get more points for using the smaller target. I think it's just that it forces you to be closer to the bullseye. Oh yeah, we could just do this. I don't know. But we have to play on level 2 and get 550 points. Let's just see how it goes. Are you ready? But, hold on. Maybe just 2. No. Because I'm... Even with the mouse. I think I'm rushing. I think I have plenty of time for... No. Nope.
Reload. Reload.
No, I'm not getting the bullseye, but...
Reload.
Just testing it out.
Reload.
Damn it. I lose score for those misses. So it's worse than just letting it... or getting a shit shot on it. Hold on. It's better than before. It's better than before. Yeah, the one with 20 must have been 2 shots right on the bullseye. I guess I'm worried, like, Man, you see a bunch of these that are 5s, and then you look at the 10 one. It's like, man, that's a pixel off. I could just do a little bit of a test and see, you know, how much time each one of these pops up for. Because maybe I'm rushing. I don't think they slow down any more going from a controller to a mouse. And controller, as you imagine, like how is someone gonna get 550 with a controller? Imagine like you're some kid and you're like, man, I gotta see Meryl's titties, I gotta squeeze on those things, and all you have is a controller. Kojima's punishment. I feel like that's quite a bit better than my attempt last stream. That was training mode's circle target. That's a nice score. No misses. I felt like I missed one. Maybe it only counts as a miss. I thought like completely missing the target and then the next shot hits the target. I thought that still counted as a miss, but I guess not. No misses at all. Very nice. I also think I have to
Policenauts.
click into the border to reload. I don't think there's a button for it. He's... Oh no. I hate Redwood. I hate Redwood's stupid zombie face. Can't wait to kill him. I think he killed Lorraine. Fuck. This guy's got a 3-round burst on his thing. That's cheating.
Reload. Reload.
Wait, hold on.
Reload.
Man, he's totally gonna get like the top score here, like world record.
Reload. 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 Reload.
What a show off.
すごい。
Sugoi means wow, not Jesus Christ. But I feel that. How is he getting 35 on some of these? Do headshots count more than a bullseye to the chest? It probably says in the manual. But I feel like I can stick to a bullseye and still get 550.
反射神経を自慢する時代は終わったんだ、ポリスノーツ。無反動銃は一度ターゲットを捉えると二度と外さない。覚えとくんだな。
Man, I want a lift gun. That's the gun that barely produces recoil. You don't need my help, right? I mean, kinda. Okay, I'll do this one. Okay. Speed. Be more... Focus on accuracy, maybe. Yeah.
Reload. Reload.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Ah. Oh man, I'm so close. Fuck. No! No! I was so close to titty, I can taste it. Still, that's an improvement. I think it's, yeah, just the beginning stages. And I can try to get off 3 shots. If it is like I was thinking, where if I get 2 shots in and then the 3rd shot, like, the target's, I just barely miss the shot, I don't think that counts as a miss. So I can just always try to get 3 shots. Yeah, the one miss hurt. Because it's that final score here that counts. That's a new PB. Got a feel for it. Those training modes, man target. Had 1 miss. Tell you something about training mode. Meryl comes here to shoot every now and then. That's her favorite mode. I wouldn't mind seeing what she's like. Okay. Yeah, I feel like I'm doing a lot better than I could ever do using a controller.
Reload.
Damn it.
Reload.
My hands are getting shaky though.
Reload.
Damn it. Nope. Damn it. Come on, baby. Oh, damn it. A little better, but let's see if any of those counted as a miss. Yeah, because that was me trying to get off 3 shots each, but you could tell like some of these later ones just shit score. Okay. Yeah, I'm feeling like, ugh. Like 4 hours of streaming in me, I'm like, starting to sweat too.
Reload.
I'm trying. I'm trying, but I think I'm just going too fast.
Reload. Reload.
Yeah, I don't feel like this is the one.
Reload. Reload.
Oh.
Reload.
I'm trying.
Reload. Reload.
Can you imagine doing this shit with a controller?
Reload.
No. No. Still. Say no to premature ejaculation. I am getting better, I think, with everyone. And I only have to get 550. So, no, I think it's those ones where I only have like 1 bullet left, and I'm afraid that the target's gonna go away too quick, and so I just blow my one load there. I think I should just take the time to just reload. I think you get a reasonable amount of time with those targets up, except for the moving ones. But yeah, just imagine if you were playing with this with a D-pad, moving that target around. Impossible. Unless you're a true gamer. Oh, great. Nope.
Reload.
I'm getting like shaky. No. Elbow shot. Shit.
Reload. Reload.
Barf.
Reload.
Armpit shot. Yuck. Back here, fucker. Oh.
Reload.
Just getting worse.
Reload.
No. Nope. Oh my god. Thanks for stopping in, Nice Crab. I'll be working toward the boobs. I might just have to do it at the start of the next stream, but like I'm pretty close, but my body's like jittery. So I'm losing my touch. Is Ed gonna give me shit over getting a lower score this time? Here's a hint. Bro, here's a hint. Shoot the target. If you hit the green area, fragments will go flying off. 3 hits equals 30 points. You gotta be like pixel perfect, though. No. Imagine it's my spooge. I'm trying to shoot on the titties. I think all we get is a titty grab, which is okay. Okay. Yeah, you can see the fragments. Okay, I didn't know that, so thank you, Ed.
Reload.
Nope. Oh, god damn it, you see the mouse like jerked up there. I was feeling so good about it too, then the mouse to the whatever it was. And then I got these at the end. I'll give it another shot. I don't know what it is, but it's like rarely, like some kind of movement with the mouse will like jerk it up. And so I missed that one. Not only did I miss it, but like, misses are the worst. Not only do you not get points, but you lose 10 points for a miss. Yeah, like, is this even possible with a controller? I mean, it's hard enough with a mouse. Damn it. God, you just have to be so fucking precise with these. I hate it.
Reload.
Mm-mm.
Reload.
Nope. Oh, come on. Nope, nope. Fuck. I just fuck me right in the ass. I can't get it. No. Nah. Nah. Whatever. Whatever. I wish I could like abandon ship and just like just retry, just retry. Yeah, you miss one, you might as well give up. Easy to use. It'd be easier if I actually did have a light gun. Shooting point blank just like in Duck Hunt.
Reload.
Oh, come on.
Reload.
Kill him again. Oh. Yeah. As long as I don't miss. Whatever. Jesus. But man, like, just imagine like a D-pad, man. Heart is pumping. I do not like the sound that makes. It makes it always feel like you failed. Oh, give me that titty squeeze. I deserve it after all that, to be fair. Give me a good old handful of Meryl. You know how many times you practiced in training mode, Jonathan? Oh, how many has it been? 10. You should have gotten better by now. Let's take a look at your results. That was training mode's man target. Nice, this is a good score. No misses at all. Very nice. Sweet. What are you so happy about? That was a good job. Time to collect from Meryl. I'll tell you something about training mode. Meryl comes here to shoot, like, she comes here to shoot every now and then. That's her favorite mode. I wouldn't mind seeing what she's like. Time to collect. Man, my ears are ringing like... Did he not have ear protection? Oh, I wonder if that was a thing. I wonder if I could have clicked on that and put them on. Maybe next time. I think I will try this again. Just some... the other two modes. Just to check them out. I'm now deaf. Any developments? Shut up, Dave. It's time. Let's talk first. Let's talk about it. Ask about... No. Show. Nope. Straight to it. I did it. I got over 550 points in the level 2 training mode. I noticed. I'm here to collect. You won fair and square. Go ahead, lover boy. Alright. Here I go. What was that? What? Would you hate me if I touched him again? Knock yourself out. Like an elephant? What? A lion? What in the name of... What have you got under there? I think you've had enough. We got 3 tries. Well... I think that was a... That was a good note to leave off on. I thought... I'll say this. I'm glad that I got through the training mode as quick as I did. No, it took quite a while, but... I didn't want to do it on the next stream, like to follow it up. Yeah, that's exactly what I do. I go up to people and just like, hey, I got high score in these old shitty retro games. Can I touch on your titties? And then they sound like a zoo when I squeeze on them. Or they make, you know, horn noises. Or like auga, things like that. Sometimes I make that noise. I still love how it's just straight up Meryl, down to the last name, the same one as in Metal Gear Solid 1. I think I'll play that too next year. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do the earlier ones, like the MSX or whatever it was, you know, the 2 actual Metal Gear games, before getting around to that, but before she got married. Before she got married. Okay. Well, you know what? Time for me to take off. Glad you guys stick with me through all the craziness. Glad I unmuted my mic after half an hour. Yeah, I hope you have a good afternoon, evening, whatever. Wherever you're at. Time for me to go pee and find some food. I'll be back tomorrow and do a whole lot more of this. We must be about halfway through the game-ish. We'll see. I'm gonna push to get it done in 4 streams. Alright, see you tomorrow. Bye.